Yes, hi guys, I'm back again with you guys, and today, today is today. I think today I have posted like three videos, two videos in the morning. I did one live video this evening. Like I promised you guys, I'll be coming back again because uh, my kids they sleep. I start preparing them to go to sleep at let me just say 6 p.m. So when it's 6 p.m., I start preparing them to go to sleep. So the mother, uh, uh, she washes them up, like she bath them, and then after she baths them, then I help her to, like to put on their sleeping gowns, just prepare them to sleep. So at this time, this is what happens. I normally do this. Let me notify Ruth Howard. Let me notify my group that I'm back online. Yeah, so so it is the reason why most of the time at this time I like to I don't really stay that much online at this time because I have to help to put them to sleep. I want them to get used to the time. You understand? So that I don't have to hassle too much to put them to sleep or all this kind of thing. So this is why most of the time I don't normally come online at this time because of them. And also sometimes when there are two kids, so she sometimes when the disturbance is too much, I have to be with one so that she can put one to sleep, and then I can simply uh, uh, um, she can simply put one to sleep. Then I'll be with one. All right, so let's talk about how cheap is Brazil. Lifestyle here in Brazil, it's cheap depending on the kind of lifestyle you choose for yourself. Okay, why do I say so? Because a lot of each and every single individual have or has its own lifestyle, the way they want to live, how they want to eat, the kind of the kind of lifestyle each individual chooses to live when living here in Brazil. And you have to also remember, depending on which city, okay, because there are cities here in Brazil which are very very cheap, and there are cities here in Brazil which are very very expensive. But there is something that I have to let you guys know. For example, when you are coming to Brazil, there are things that you have to bear in mind. Here, buying things online from outside the country is very, very bad. Why? Because most most of the items, if like you buy something which is more than $500, you have to be ready to pay like let me say $300 to clear the thing from the post office or from where you are going to pick the package. So there are some things which here those things are not good. You understand? But there are some cities, if you are living here, those cities are very cheap. For example, I live in Brasilia. In Brasilia is crazy expensive. You understand? Brasilia is what? Is crazy expensive compared to lifestyle here in Rio de Janeiro. Because what I have observed is, for example, eating at the restaurant here is cheaper compared to eating at a restaurant in Brasilia. What I haven't observed here is buying electronics here, because according to the people who live here, I was talking about buying a car. How much is a car? Like comparing the lifestyle when you want to live the same lifestyle you live in Brasilia to here. They told me that here cars are expensive, and you can just imagine. Rio is a place where they have port, shipping port. You understand? Like shipping port. In Brasilia, we don't have shipping port in Brasilia. Brasilia is in the middle of Brazil. So we don't have anything that comes to Brasilia. It either comes through Rio, it comes through Sao Paulo, or it comes through those coastal cities before they bring it to Brasilia. So the person says, here things are expensive, cars are expensive here. And to be frank with you, what I have observed here, before, when I went to Copacabana, I realized that Copacabana was expensive because Copacabana, some of the apartments in Copacabana are super crazy expensive, like expensive. And when you see those apartments in Copacabana, they don't look that fancy or that well organized like the ones in Brasilia. You understand? So, but it was expensive. But anyway, Rio de Janeiro is a very cheap place. Okay, it's a very cheap place, and also it is a place where when you live, you won't feel so much like you are being circled out. You understand? Like circled out, like you feel different or something. When you live in Rio, you are not going to feel that kind of thing. You understand? Like compared to Brasilia. Okay, in Brasilia, you won't feel circled out, but what you are going to feel in Brasilia is the people in Brasilia, they are not too open. They are friendly. Yes, they are very friendly, but they are not too open. They don't easily connect to people. You understand? Like you can live in what do you call it? You can live in an apartment, or you can live in a neighborhood without knowing your neighbor. That is Brasilia. Brasilia is very so much like that. But when you live in some place like Rio de Janeiro, for example, if you look at the vlog that I posted today, the vlog that I posted today, you will see that people are walking on the street, people are freely moving around on the street and stuff like that. In Brasilia, when you go to a community like that, you won't see people walking so much on the street like the kind of vlog that I vlog here. Most definitely, I'll bring you that those kind of neighborhood vlogs too in Brasilia. I think I yeah, I did some neighborhood vlogs in Brasilia last month in some of the small cities in Brasilia. I did it, and you saw how quiet, like it wasn't too much of like too much movement on the streets and the neighborhoods. It looks very quiet because each one, every single person lives. They do their own thing in their houses and stuff like that. But in Rio, lifestyle here is a bit different. Why is it a bit different? Here, the people are very like open, very open. Anybody can just see you and just start talking to you. Like interacting with you as if maybe they know you for a very long time. You understand? And in Rio, it is common to to just be like to easily blend in until maybe you start trying to talk. That is where they will discover that this person is not from here, or this person is not from there. But like the other time I was telling you, if you are looking for prices of things, like when you come to Brazil and you don't know how to set for prices of things, you want to know the prices of rent, the prices of cars, the prices of food, the prices of maybe if you want some a helper, house helper, or maybe you want somebody to come and fix something for you. I think it is easy to do that because there is a website. I shared the website. I'm going to share the website with you guys again. Okay, I am sitting in a balcony here. Let me show you. I'm sitting outside the balcony, and this is how it looks outside. Okay, and these are the buildings. It looks darker outside. You see, I'm at a balcony. On a very high building, and it's close to the beach. Okay, it's close to the beach. When I take a street down there, I like within 2 seconds, or let me just say 30 seconds. I'm already at the beach. The beach is right here with us. So, like I was saying, I'm going to share the website with you guys. If you come to Brazil or you are preparing to come to Brazil and you want to know the prices, comparing the cities, how much is something in a different city and how much is something in a different city. Like a lot of my viewers, some say they want to know how the lifestyle is in Curitiba, how much is Curitiba, like food, rent, and work and everything. How is it over there in Curitiba? We have websites where you can simply go and buy stuff or check prices of items here in Brazil. And this website, it is all over. Okay, it is like a website where you can simply check prices. You don't need anybody to tell you what to do. You understand? Like it is just a website. You go there, you type the website. I'm going to share the screen with you guys and then show you so that you don't go through that hassle. If you are coming, you are thinking so much on knowing prices of items. Okay, so you know if a city is cheaper or a city is expensive. So I'm going to share the screen with you guys and then take you guys through how to do the search if you are living here in Brazil. Okay, so this is a very popular site. Okay, on this site, you don't buy the thing online, but you can buy it online and then they will ship it to you. But on this website particularly, what happens is when you are looking for something to buy, something new, something brand new, something like from somebody, when you come to this website, you can get your prices. Like for example, you see prices of cars, prices of motorbike, prices of a mouse, prices of cupboard, TV, a whole lot of things. So let's go through with the search. So for example, I just click the search button, okay, and automatically it picks automatically the website it picks my location. Okay, so if I live in Brasilia and I come to this website, it will automatically send me to Brasilia. Okay, so if you look at here, this is the districts they have here in Rio de Janeiro. Okay, they have, I think, about three different districts. They have Rio de Janeiro region. They have North do Estado, or the North really region of Rio de Janeiro, and also the region of the lakes of Rio de Janeiro, and also they have a place called Serra, and then Angra dos Reais e Rios. Yeah, so this is it here, guys. So if you want to make a search and you want to know something about Brasilia, for example, if you are in Brazil, you want to search for something, you click on this button, Brazil. And when you click Brazil, it will bring you all the states here in Brazil. How many states do we have? We have Acre, Alagoas, Amapa, Amazonas, Bahia, Ceará, DF, which is District Federal Brasilia. We have Espírito Santo, we have Goiás, we have Maranhão, we have Mato Grosso, we have Mato Grosso do Sul, we have Minas Gerais, we have Pará, we have Paraíba, we have Paraná, we have Pernambuco, we have Piauí, we have Rio de Janeiro, where I am at this moment, we have Rio Grande do Sul, we have Rio Grande do Norte. We have a lot, Hondonia, Haron, Roraima, Santa Catarina, São Paulo, Sergipe, Tocantins. So we have all these are states. They are not cities, but what? They are states. And when you enter inside this state, you come across a lot of cities. So if I am looking for something, okay, I'm going to compare prices, okay? So I'm going to open a different place here. For example, let me open Rio de Janeiro, okay? And then let's compare Rio and Brasilia, District Federal, okay? So this is District Federal. And this is, here is Rio, okay? Let me click Rio. Where is Rio? Okay, here is Rio de Janeiro. The things they have in Rio. Okay? Okay, so let me check the comment section and ask you guys. So what prices do you want me to compare? For example, let's compare rent first, okay? Okay, so this is it here. Immovies, like prices of rent. Okay, let me compare prices of rent. Here, this one here is Rio de Janeiro. And I'm going to click the house icon here. This is Brasilia. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be a comparison of two places in Rio and in Brasilia. So first of all, let's click on which type of we want to rent. Okay, so let me click rent and then come to Brasilia also and then click rent. Okay, so this is, let's see. First, let's compare apartment. Okay, let's compare apartment in Brasilia and also apartment in Rio de Janeiro. Okay, so here is Brasilia and here is Rio de Janeiro. So let's look at here. This one here is what? Is Rio de Janeiro. Okay, Rio de Janeiro. Apartment is the first apartment we come across. It says the condominium is what? 2,125 and the rent is 1,600. So therefore, even the condominium is expensive than the rent. And this is what? Three bedroom, three quarto is 3 bedroom. Okay, so let's check here in Brasilia. Okay, so this is Brasilia. The same, listen, look at the difference. The condominium here is 577. And then this is Brasilia, okay? This is the rent in Brasilia, and this is the rent in Rio de Janeiro. So here, the condominium, what is the condominium? Condominium means the security. You understand? Like the people who secure the charges of the security of where you live. Okay, so look at the price here. It's 2,125, which means the condominium alone is expensive than the rent. So if you are living in a place like this in Copacabana, you are going to pay this crazy. This is Copacabana, the expensive, one of the expensive places in Rio de Janeiro. Okay, so let's look at here. This one is Asa Norte. Asa Norte in Brasilia is not even considered expensive place in Brasilia. Okay, and this is the price you pay. This is the price you pay for 3 bedroom apartment, which is 3,400 reals. You are paying for this, and then after that you pay another condominium for 577. Together it's going to be like 4,000 reals for 3 bedroom apartment. Okay, so here, this is it. So when you come here, you can compare and know the cities, the prices, and the cities too as well. You understand? Yeah, let me read some comments here. Hi, will be interested in living in Brazil only if I find a woman there. Supreme Leader, how can I get a school letter? I want a language admission. Is it possible to get? Yes, it is always possible to get. Yes, I'm going to share the what do you call it? The link with you. Devon, you want to come on? I will share the link with you so that you can be on too as well. So I'm only teaching you guys how to search. So when you are coming to Brazil, this website here is a website where you get all kind of information. For example, talking about rent, when you come here, these are the list of prices of rent. Okay, these are what the list of prices of rent when you come to Brazil and you want to rent an apartment or you want to do anything. When you come to this website, it is simply easy for you to do what to know the prices of where you want to live and how much it costs. So Devon is here with us. Yes, Mr. Devon.
Hey, what's going on, man? Long time no see. How you been?
Yes, it's been long time. And Pep, the game fan, also is on with us. Yes. Mr. Devon, what do you want to tell us about your experience here in Brazil? And then Pep, the game fan, I will also ask you to as well what you have for us today. So let me stop the
Cool, cool,
presentation
cool.
and
Looking forward.
then yes, yes, Devon, you
Yeah,
are here with us. If you want to share something with us too, also, I know you are in. You said you went to Colombia, right?
yeah. But I'm but I'm back in the States, and I wanted to help you join your topic, so we
Yeah,
could talk about something good tonight. So yeah,
yes,
why is that? For instance, Copacabana, right?
yeah, Copacabana.
If you stay 2 blocks close to the beach, the prices there for rent is higher versus if you're closer to a train station to catch the subway, it is cheaper. Why is that? Because in New York, if you live next, to a train stop, it's expensive because it's easy access to commute. So everybody wants to live there. But why is that a difference in Rio?
Okay, so the difference is huge and big. In Rio, not only in Rio, let me talk about Brazil in general. You know, Brazilian people, they like to enjoy their own country. They like their country like 10 times, 50 times more than to spend the money outside. When you see them going outside, then maybe specifically they are traveling to go for a big shopping so that they can buy things for like a very super cheap price. Because here things are very expensive, crazy expensive. Like for instance, I talk about the iPhone. I paid $1,600 when this iPhone came out. This is the old one. This is
Yeah.
old iPhone. It is iPhone 10. The X. I paid $1,600 for it. Okay, so if I were to go to the United States, I would have paid maybe like $1,000. But here in Brazil, it's expensive. They like to enjoy here. So the cities and the cities close to the beaches are very, very expensive because of that. Because they come and spend so much time when even when it's not even vacation.
Mm.
There are people who will only come to the beach side when like maybe during the weekend. So for
Okay.
example, when you have a house or a property close to the beach, you are going to make a lot of money. We are living in a the apartment is not even luxury. I'm in an apartment here in Rio, close to the
Yeah.
beach.
Hmm.
It's like let me just say 30 seconds walk to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 seconds. I posted a vlog today. If you
No,
see
I
the
watched it.
vlog,
Yeah, I
yeah,
watched them.
it is like 2 blocks to the beach. Like 30
Yeah.
seconds walk. You
Okay.
understand? And do you know how much we paid for this particular place?
Yeah.
We
I
are
think
going
you're
to stay for
saying
10 days.
200. Yeah.
$2,000.
Yeah.
$2,000. We paid for 10 days. You understand? And it's not a hotel. It is just a house, like somebody's apartment, and the person is giving out the apartment for the 10 days, and we paid $2,000.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's close to the beach. So if you are going to rent an apartment which is close to a train station, it's not that expensive because uh, how many people go to work?
That's a good point. Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
And in Brazil specifically, almost like almost everybody has a car. So if somebody is a bit comfortable, they have a car. They don't use the train like using a like the way they use the car. They don't use the train like that. They
Okay.
like to have that luxury of not mixing with anybody. You understand? Like I'm in my
Okay.
own car. You have been here. You know how the people feel about
Yeah.
having their own car. So this is the reason why the beach towns and the big cities are very expensive. When somebody has a home close to the beach, they make a lot of money. They don't even
Uh-huh.
work. Like people who own houses close to the beach, they don't work. They rent the houses out, and then they make the salary of a year within a month. You
Okay.
understand? Yes.
Yeah. So the next question is, right?
Yeah.
In Rio, in the city, you have you have the popular neighborhoods. You have Botafogo,
Yeah. Botafogo.
Copacabana,
Yeah.
Ipanema, and you also have Leblon.
Yeah.
What is like, where is the neighborhood that you go and you see a celebrity? Because like in Los Angeles, we have Hollywood and whatnot. Those are neighborhoods you go in Los Angeles and you see celebrities. Where is that neighborhood in the city?
Look, in the city where you can see most of the celebrity is not in Copacabana.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not in Copacabana. You where to, like Botafogo or like Zona Norte,
Okay.
the places where there is much more of favelas and all that, you will see more of the celebrities over those areas more than when you come to Copacabana. When you come to Copacabana, the people you see in Copacabana in maybe mostly the international celebrities. The
Okay.
ones, yeah, the ones who come from maybe the United States, Europe, and all that. You see them, you will meet them in Copacabana.
Yeah. Because the question is, because this ties into your theme of the real estate, right?
Yeah,
Where do the wealthy Brazilians go in Rio to, have their condominiums, have their apartments? That's why I want to know. Is it in Barra da Tijuca, or like, you know what I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean. Like, for example, most of the rich people, you won't you won't easily even see them in Copacabana. They don't
Okay.
spend. They come to Copacabana maybe once in a blue moon. You understand? Like
Okay.
once in
Yeah.
a blue moon, and those kind of maybe if there is a program, and that is when you see them. But like specifically, if you want to see them, you have to go to inside those famous favelas and stuff like that. That is where you see them because they like to enjoy more into those areas.
Okay. So
You know,
that's
yeah,
weird.
it's
So
it's super weird. It's super weird.
because I always see, I forgot the name of the singer, but she sings the song Reina de Favela. I forgot her name. She's married. You know what I'm talking about, right?
The fat one,
Yeah.
the fat one.
Yeah. Yeah,
If
the fat one.
you most of the time when you see her, is it not in the favelas?
Yeah. But
It's like they
no.
spend most of their time the celebrities because that is where the enjoyment is.
but no. But the question is, when you go on their Instagram and they post like these nice apartments they're in, I want to know like, yo, where are these places in Rio? Because I don't
They
know if they're in a
are,
favela.
yeah.
I'm like,
No,
you know what I mean?
those places are on those highlands. We have in when you come to Rio, they have highlands in Rio. You understand? And these highlands are they are not easily accessed by the poor, like by the poor. You understand? So
Okay.
when you see
Yeah, yeah,
them
yeah.
posting expensive apartments and luxury homes, those places are on those islands. And when you come to Rio, they have tons of islands, tons,
Yeah.
like a lot of islands.
Okay.
Yes,
That
so
makes
that is
sense
where
now.
you see them. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you see them cruising in a boat and
Yeah,
all
always
that,
in a
it
boat,
is those,
man.
yeah, it is those highlands where you cannot easily access. Maybe
Okay.
when you go there, maybe somebody took you there. you,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
understand? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I always,
Because
try to understand that because,
yeah, because even the condos are very expensive.
oh yeah.
Like
Yeah, I'm
paying a
aware, man. I'm
condo,
aware.
yeah, you can pay only for security. You can pay like 10,000 reals only for
Wow.
security. Like you understand? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
those those when you see on Instagram they post those heavy mansions and those places are strictly on highlands.
Oh wow, okay.
Yes, they are strictly on highlands. Like when you come to this particular part of Rio,
Yeah.
I'm close to the favela. I posted a video today. I posted a video today, and I was on the street. It
Yeah.
is a favela, but they have a little bit rich area close to the favela.
So you're in Sao Cristobal.
Yes,
That's the name of the villa?
I'm in the south, which
Yeah.
is Hayao Dukabu.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Hayao
No
Dukabu.
cabo.
Man, it is favela, but it is just fantastic. Like the city, the city is amazing. But
Yeah.
before you get here, you go through some heavy traffic. You know, like it is crazy. When I, like what I was like a favela. But when you are coming, you will go through some heavy 2 hours, 3 hours traffic before you get to the city.
Okay. All
You
right. Yeah.
understand?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
man, you have to try and then come. You have to you have to try and get to know this location.
See,
I'm
like,
telling you.
see, when you watch other YouTubers, right?
Yeah,
it's always the foreigner. They come to Rio, but they only go to the city. They don't explore the state. And they're like, yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
and they're like, yo, this is how the beach looks. And they're like, yeah, these are the favelas. And I'm like, yo, guys, Rio de Janeiro is an
it's
estado.
crazy
It's big.
big.
Yeah, it's
It's
big.
crazy big. I'm not in Rio right now. Like the
Yeah, I
state is
know.
Rio. I'm
Yeah,
far away. Like I'm in the typical Rio joint, like a
yeah,
typical where the typical people live.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? And I'm telling you, it's super safe, man. Like I was even shocked. Like really, people will be like, you cannot like. If I show you, I was like, this is how it looks. Down there, there are a lot of people. Like when you go there right now, it's super busy. Like people are eating outside. You see kids sitting outside on the block. Like
Yeah.
having a good time. Like everything is going on. Everything is go. When you look at the vlog that I did today, you
Yeah,
can tell
it
from the
was
vlog
popular,
that
and
it is
it's just
a regular lifestyle.
and it's Thursday. It's
And
a
it's
Thursday.
Thursday, and nobody even have your time. Like they won't even look at you. This guy is off. No, they don't even have your time. You
Tell me
understand?
this.
So
This
yeah. So when Brian and my people, Brian, they come and then they say, "Nah, I have to do this." Okay, I'm here today, and I'm showing you guys the real thing. And tomorrow, most definitely, I'll bring you guys the real videos too as well. That is why I want to change my camera so that I can get more quality pictures, so that you guys can see like typically how the people live here in Rio. Rio is not bad at
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Because I try to, because I how I understand Brazil, the coastal cities, big beach culture, beach
Man.
culture. So like when you go to the beach, you'll see people swimming and relaxing, but then you'll see people surfing all along the line because it's very normal. But
Very normal.
but like when you watch the other the other people on YouTube, every time at the beach, they're just showing you ass. They're like, yo, there's ass here, ass here. I'm like,
No, they
no,
don't show
man.
you the real thing. Like they won't show you the real
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That is
So
why I want to start these typical vlogs, like here in Brazil, like going to the neighborhoods where they say people don't go, like dangerous. I want to do this typical vlog for you guys. I want to get a very good camera, which I can freely walk and then talk to people. Like let you guys feel the flavor. If like you understand, so.
yeah.
Man, I will most definitely bring you guys more. Like because I
Ah,
want to prepare it
good
so
question,
much.
man. But actually, no, it's a reminder. When you go to um Morro da Goya,
Yeah,
you must take a big video to show the skyline, man. That place looks very beautiful. I was just looking on the map. It looks very beautiful.
yes, I'm planning a lot of travel. Hopefully next year, but I'm hoping this pandemic will at least release the pressure so that we can travel around and show people more and more things that they want to see, more and more things they want to know. And like I want people to have the real thing, not what YouTubers bring. And then they will come and then talk about some small things. No, I'll be walking, you feel the flavor, you feel the flow, like like the kind of vlog that I did today, like the ones I post today, like you are walking in the rural community, people who look real, they don't look dressed up, they look like real. You
Yeah. I
understand?
know what you
Yeah,
mean. I know what you
like
mean.
you
Yeah.
understand. So I want people to have that flavor. So, like, man, it is just amazing. It is wonderful. It is beautiful. Like
How long
living here
how long was the drive from
from Rio to this location, like
yeah.
three hours.
Because you went to Santos Dumont, right? And you drove from
Yes.
there. Okay, good.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Uh, that's nice. What do you think about Oh, this is how I compare the cities in Brazil, man. Based on the price of coco helado. What is the price for coco helado, man?
Look, you know,
In your town, in
each
your
and
beach town.
every yeah, like the beach towns are very expensive. I won't say too expensive because all depends on which area of the beach side. You
Okay.
understand? Like
Like three
yesterday,
real?
yeah,
Three real?
in reals,
Oh
in
yeah,
real,
That's perfect, man. That's perfect.
yeah,
Them, um, them, and also Salvador, the best price, man.
yeah.
I went to
Salvador, you know the northern side of Brazil is actually cheap and safe
yeah,
compared to the
super cheap
south.
and safe.
Super cheap and safe compared to the south because
Hmm.
when you look at the south, um, it is expensive, and because of how expensive it is, people are rich, and because of how rich people are, it drives more people into drug activities more.
Oh yeah.
You understand? So
That's
that
huge in
is
Brazil.
that is the secret. Like people don't really realize with this comparison when it comes to what do you call it? Comparing the living lifestyle and all that. Like people don't really realize because of the more richer the people are, the more of drug they get into. You understand? Like they get
Yeah,
themselves
yeah. I
into
know
big
exactly what you
brother
mean, man.
activities. Yeah,
So,
but yeah,
how would you compare that to actually no. Okay. In the beaches there, right? Where you
yeah.
are. I don't know if you have like had a chance to explore that much yet. But you know how some beaches have the waves and then you go to another beach and it's all calm, no waves. Have you found that yet?
Yes, they have. There is another beach here at the other side
Yeah.
of my apartment. That place is very calm. It's like you don't see a lot of people like
Okay.
the other side of the beach that I went. But I'm going to make sure I show you guys that side too as well because that side you almost don't see like there are no people there, but the beach is there. Like it's
Okay.
quite empty compared to this side of the beach. But I most definitely tomorrow I will go to that side too so that you guys can see the differences. So
Okay.
it
Yeah, yeah.
shouldn't it shouldn't look like every beach side look so like so
So
much of
crowded.
people.
Yeah, I
Yeah, so
know.
crowded.
I
Yeah,
know, man. I know. I
yeah.
always like to, compare the best beaches in the city because you have like a city beach, then you have like a beach that's just calm. That's where people go to hang out. They go
Hang out.
to
Yeah,
to drink
to
and
drink. Yeah,
relax. So yeah, I know what you mean, man. But it's good to talk about these things, yo, because like a lot of people they don't get it. They don't really get
yeah. A
it.
whole lot
But you
of
have to
people
show them.
have a different idea of how like when you talk about beaches and stuff like that, people only picture crowd.
Yeah,
But
that's
in
just not
this,
how it is.
yeah, this is not how it is. Like like this particular joint here, they have a lot of beaches. They have empty beaches. They have beaches with a lot of crowd. They have beaches with, like all kind of beach.
Yeah,
They have it all. But I'm
yeah,
planning to bring you guys to show you guys how all these things look like. Like when you come to
yeah.
Rio.
So what did I say? The apartment. How many beds? How many bathrooms do you have in the apartment?
This particular one,
Yeah.
we have two bedrooms, two apartment. Sorry, two bedroom, two bathroom. We have the hall and then two balconies.
Wow. That,
Yeah,
that
two
that's
balconies.
beautiful, man. That's a
Yes,
good
like
that's a good
I'm
price,
in one
man.
of the balcony. Yes,
Yo, I have a
and the
spot.
other bedroom has a balcony too.
I have a place in Rio, right?
Yeah,
Just small apartment, one bedroom, one bath, um,
yeah.
tiny kitchen, and it's only $30 a day.
Really?
Yes, 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 yes. I'm gonna keep that to myself. That's my secret. Because if I share it to everybody, everybody's gonna
Everybody's
book,
going
book,
there.
book, and then they're gonna raise the price. So I want them to share that to me.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just have to keep it to yourself because, yeah.
Uh,
And Rio is just an amazing place. Like I won't, I personally won't recommend Copacabana. They have to explore other places. Like
I don't know, man. I
yeah.
gotta. I want you to visit Sierra, man. Visit Sierra.
Sierra. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I will go
Check
to
it out.
Sierra.
Then
Yes,
you then you give
I have
me
some friends in Sierra. I have some female friends in Sierra.
yeah, because you
So
got to
most
give
definitely, I have to go to Sierra
yeah that and
because I had a lot of invite, and also I have to visit Marañón too as well because uh,
okay, yeah.
people are talking so much about Marañón. I've never been there. I have a lot of colleagues from Marañón,
Mm-hmm.
so they also told me more about Marañón that I have to visit the place. So most definitely, I'll visit Sierra and also Marañón because I know a lot of people from that region, Sierra and
Did you
Marañón.
go? Did you ever visit Bahia?
No, I've never been there too.
Okay, so boom. This is the thing
Ceará
I
and
did good.
Bahia.
When I went from Brasilia, I went
Yeah,
to Ceará, then I went to Bahia, and I had more fun in the states than I did in Rio.
in
Rio
Rio.
was fun because of the people I met,
Yeah,
but when you're going to just be by the beach and eat good food,
food.
I would have to say Sierra and Bahia. Those are better states.
Yeah, that is what most people say. And most of the people that I know who are from that region, like my Baba is from Bahia,
Hmm.
he told me to try and then visit Bahia so that I can have the experience that he's telling me. So I'm planning most definitely next year I'll
It's
be
just
going to
calm,
Bahia too.
man, and
Yeah.
and Bahia, yo, man, you are going to love it, man, because you're gonna see so many black people, man. Bahia is the best place to go.
Yeah, yeah. Because I want to go and get a vlog, like do a real vlog in Bahia. Like I don't want that kind of YouTube vlogs, like the way people go and then vlog some popular place. No, I don't want that. I want a real community and then the real people.
In Salvador,
Yeah,
I have another um
location.
apartment, $30 a night. I keep it to myself too. I'm not gonna share with anybody.
you know, you are
I'm gonna,
just like me. I'm the cheap guy.
yeah, man, you
Yeah,
have to,
I'm the cheap because here I didn't pay for here. It was my in-laws who paid for here because my father-in-law grew up in this community.
in the town. Okay.
Yeah, in this particular town, and they have their favorite beach spot.
Hmm. Yeah,
Very quiet spot. It's a
yeah, I
beach,
believe that.
very quiet. There is nobody. You go there, like you swim alone and stuff like that. We are yet to go to that location too as well. He grew up there, and he used to sell fish at the beachside. He used to
Uh huh.
go there to hustle too as well.
Hmm.
So it is a place where he comes almost every year.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
that I
because
understand.
yeah, it is the spirit. Yeah, the
Yo, check this
spirit.
out.
Yeah,
I I'm just like you, um, because if I go to Bahia, if I go
yeah.
to Rio,
Mm.
I know I'm gonna be at the beach every day. It's too hot to be inside the apartment trying to cook or anything. So we're gonna go out. We're gonna eat seafood every day. We're gonna
Seafood.
be living and being out about. All
Yeah,
you all you just need is a place to wash off to wash off the sand and a place to sleep. That's it.
to sleep. That is it.
That's
Yeah.
it. Maybe
My
if you want to watch a movie, yeah. But other than that, all these nice amenities, having a pool. I'm not a fan of that. If I am
I
living
don't
right
really like
next, yeah, I don't like
if
that at all.
if if pool is not my pool, I don't like it
Yo, because I
because
don't get it, right?
I have that kind of I don't want somebody to spit inside something and I cannot
Yeah.
see it. There are crazy people. They
Feel that.
pee in pools and stuff like
No, that's nasty.
that.
Yo,
So I don't. So if a
like
pool
I
is not my
understand.
pool, I don't really like it.
I
So I'm not a
understand
pool
if you.
person.
Uh, that makes sense. I understand if you have a pool in Brasilia.
Tá bom. Vamos terminar. Yeah.
Tudo bem.
You miss the language. You miss the
See,
language.
see. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. Look, Brazil. I just love Brazil so much that I'm just grateful that I find myself here. I own stuffs here, and I have my wife and kids
Wait, actually,
here.
Vanraba. Good
Yeah.
question. Do you know how to swim, man? Serious question.
Man, I don't know how to swim. I'm scared of water.
Yo, man. Yo, Vanraba,
I
you're
don't know
too old to not know how to swim, man. You gotta
man.
swim.
Man, I'm trying to prepare myself to go for a swimming class
No.
because
This is what you do, man.
I don't know how to swim.
When
Seriously.
the babies get a little older, you take the
Yes.
class with them too. You
Yes,
learn how to swim with them too.
I have I have thought of it because we have a lot of waterfalls in Brasilia. You know,
Beautiful.
yes, we have a lot of waterfalls in Brasilia. So because of it, I want to learn how to swim so that I can swim. I can go to a waterfall and then. But I don't know how to swim, so I don't want to risk it. So
Yeah, you're
yes,
too old to not know
man,
how to
it's
swim, man.
swimming. It's quite scary for me.
Let me
Yes.
share my screen. I have some photos of the waterfall I could share.
Yeah, share it with us.
So the viewers they can see it.
See, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, guys, this is Devon. Devon was here in Brasilia. Let me
Do you
activate
see
you.
this?
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Where is this location? Is it in
Oh man, I got let me see if I can find the info. Where is this located? This is it's in District Federal. It's
yeah, it
north of
is.
this.
What is the name of the location? Because in District Federal we have a lot of
Can you see
waterfalls.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brasilandia.
Ah, Brasilandia. Oh, I know Brasilandia. They have a lot of waterfalls in
Yeah.
Brasilandia. It is close to where I have my house.
Okay,
I know
yeah.
Yeah, I have even lived in Brasilandia.
Yeah. This place was
Yes, I
good.
have lived. It is one of the calmest. It is very calm. Like that place, Brasilandia is very super calm, and the city is very nice. It's
Yeah,
close
man.
to a place called Kurumba.
Look how look look how
Yes,
um
very very
clear the
clear.
water
Like
is, man. Very
yeah, very
beautiful.
clear water. I know Brasiland. I have lived.
This is me over by
No,
the beach.
no, I lived in I lived in Brasilandia before. Man,
This is the name of the place I went.
Imperial,
Yeah.
champion Imperial
Uh-huh.
in
Chapada.
Brasilandia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chapada. Chapada. Normally, yeah, we have a lot of different Chapada too as well. But this Chapada is a very popular Chapada. A lot of people from
And this is the name of the area.
yeah, Trilha
I don't
Curta.
know.
Trilha Curta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Trilha Curta.
Cool.
It is
See?
fantastic, man. You went and
Told you
enjoy
I got the content, man.
Brasilandia. Yeah, but
Yeah, man.
Brasilandia is a very nice place. It's full of strawberry too as well in Brasilandia. It is one of the places where they have so much strawberry farms. Yeah,
Yeah.
in Brasilandia.
I was
But
gonna say.
it is fantastic. It is fantastic, and I will always recommend anybody who comes to Brasilia to explore a lot before they leave
I
Brasilia.
got one more
Yes,
photo to show you. Give me a second. I don't think you saw this one. This is all natural here.
yes, yes. I can see the waterfalls.
Yeah. No edit or anything, man. This is all
Yeah, this is
natural. This is how it looks.
natural. Yeah,
And it's hot out
yes,
there too, man. It's hot out there.
yes. It's
People
very
don't think
When it's hot, it's hot.
Brasilia
When
is
it's
hot,
cold,
but
it's
it's hot
cold.
out there.
Yes, that's Brasilia. We don't have a specific what do you call it? We don't have specific weather. It can get really hot. It can get really cold, and it can get really like wet, like rainy.
I
So
wanted to say,
Brasilia,
uh, Do you know where this is? In the buildings, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, this is Explanada.
You know what
This is
this is? This is their
Explanada.
parliament,
Yeah, this
right?
is
Or
Camera. Yeah, this
uh-huh.
is Camera. This is Camera dos Deputados.
Please,
I
please.
posted video of this place here some days ago before we came to Rio.
Yeah,
The Christmas
because you
day.
went, yeah, because you went on the Christmas light.
Yeah, on the
Tell
Christmas. Yeah,
everybody what this building is right here. This building right here.
yeah, this is Camera. This is Camera. This is where the president and the
Office.
people. Yeah, and it is underground. I was even the one on top is just a showcase. The real thing is under.
Oh wow.
It's beneath. Yeah, the real thing is beneath. That's where we went. Yes. Yeah, this is the palace, but the real thing is beneath it.
Underneath, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, this one is just a camouflage.
yeah.
I
Took
worked
some.
there. I worked there.
Yeah, yeah. And the
Yeah, I
Christmas
went,
lights, man. I remember. I seen it.
yeah, I went there and I worked there. We go there most of the time. We have our office there because I work for a political party. We are
Okay.
almost
Yeah,
most of the time there.
yeah. That's cool. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to show the viewers
Yes.
all of
Yeah.
this.
This is Brasilia.
Yeah, yeah, Brasilia.
Somebody was
So
asking me if I miss Brasilia. Yes, I miss Brasilia.
so tell me about it, man. Why is the housing cheap in Brasilia? Uh, I thought that this would be a popular place because a lot of people that the lot of people that actually live in District Federal, they also work for the government as well. So
Yes.
so why isn't everything overpriced there yet?
Living in District Federal, you have to remember you need to have a car because there is so much distance to anywhere. Like when you
Yeah,
live,
I know.
yeah, so it is very distant and it is far from one place to another. You've been there, so you know what I'm talking
Oh my
about.
God. Yeah, man.
It's
It's a
yeah, like
freaking.
almost
I think I
everybody
was
owns
at.
a car. So because of this, life is expensive in Brasilia, but it's quite cheaper in some areas. You understand?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So yeah, it is just, but it is just a very good spot to live because you don't have to worry about anything because everything is close to you when you live in District Federal. But it's just that the lifestyle over there is more different than the kind of lifestyle people have here in Rio and other places.
So the one thing that I noticed that the the apartments in Brasilia, Asa
Yeah.
Sol, in comparison to Asa Norte,
Yes, as an off.
super
Yeah.
expensive, expensive, and and I couldn't understand why it was more expensive than like Guara or like Tatuatinga.
Taguachinga.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Tinga.
These areas like Asa Sul, Asa North is mostly owned by, like the wealthy people.
Okay.
And most of the wealthy people live in those areas. And those areas is almost close to everywhere. And it's very safe. You understand? It's like it's super safe. And it's close to the diplomatic areas.
Hmm.
You understand? So that's the reason why it's very expensive to live in those places.
But I thought that all of the wealthy people that they had a home and they lived east of the lake, right?
Lagosu.
Yeah,
You are talking about Lagosu.
yeah.
Yes, that is because those areas are full of wealthy people like
Okay, yeah.
Azasu, Asa North, Lagosu, Lago North. They are like that is it is really 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 expensive. Like just because of the
I know.
politicians are more like in those areas, and it's very
Okay.
safe and it has a very heavy security.
Okay, so
Yes,
then
that is
talk
why.
about this. Since we're
Yeah,
on the topic of the apartments, I remember earlier, you guys were talking about the education, right, and the
yeah,
school, right?
yeah.
Do the people that have the families there, do they all go to privates, all go to private school, or like you
Look,
know what I mean? Like if
yeah,
it
yeah,
is it like
I know what you
a
mean.
prestigious like a place where like okay, if you have a child that goes there, I know you're rich. You don't need to tell me you're rich. I know you're rich.
Yeah, normally those communities, the government schools in those communities are very good ones.
Okay.
You understand? So those communities they don't spend even money to take their kids to private schools.
So the government's all right. Do you have to does does your child have to have a test to go in there, or is it just like it's open to everyone? Because it
It's
because it has to
it's
be
no,
has
it's
to be.
open to everyone, but you have to prove that you live there.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's based on location.
Yes, it's based on the location. So you have to prove that you live there. Somebody that Benjamin asked, how much do you need to make to be considered wealthy? Benjamin, which location are you talking about? You are talking about Brazil. I don't really know
Yeah,
because
yeah. So for
to
Benjamin,
be
I can answer
yeah
this, man. I can answer
yeah
this. Yo, for Benjamin, it's just the same as the US, right? If you are considered wealthy in Miami, then it translates, to Chicago, to Los Angeles, to Houston, to New York. It is the same thing in Brazil. If you are wealthy in Brasilia, you are wealthy in Rio, you're wealthy
well
in Salvador. They have
yes
the same,
concept
yeah, same concept, and they also have the same,
ideology of wealthiness.
yeah, yeah, and the pricing as well. When I went to Fortaleza, I was I was seeing um many apartments such as the one that you saying now. Hold on for a second.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
saying the apartment that Van Rabba he's in now, that's a normal price when you go to Salvador, to Fortaleza, to Rio. In the city, that is a normal price,
No
and
more
that is
price.
for the cheap apartments. So it's the same concept of wealth in America. It translates directly overseas.
Yeah. So basically, if you
15.
are from Brasilia and maybe you go to a different place and you are being asked, where are you
Uh,
from? And you say you are from Brasilia.
Benjamin has
Uh,
another question. He
yeah.
said yes.
You say, but I'm looking for a number, for example, 150,000 reals, uh,
That's
raw
like
reals a month.
3,000 US dollars a month. Like that's not that doesn't get
50,
you
15,000,
too far.
15,000. Yeah, it's not that much because
Yeah.
my wife brother is making like 20,000 a month.
Yeah.
He makes like that's a regular dude here. In Brasilia, it's just normal to be making 20,000 a month. You can have a comfortable life when you are making that kind of money. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah.
Like,
But you can't go on vacation in Rio if you're making that type of money.
yeah, but let me just say, it is okay to be making 15,000 reals a month. Like, you live a normal life, like, guys. It's time for us to eat something. So we have to end our life here so that.
Hello, 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 hello. Good evening.
Okay, then I'll
Good
leave you
evening,
guys to be
everybody.
talking. I'll leave you guys to be talking
Oh,
whilst
no.
I go and eat.
No,
He
I
has to
don't
go
know. I
get
don't
his
know the
hammer.
topic.
Yes, I'll leave you
I don't
guys
know
to
the
be
topic. That's
talking.
why I was quiet to know about to be
Davon,
familiarized about the
allow,
topic you're
yeah,
talking
talk,
about.
talk, talk. Be talking to Davon. I'll be back soon, guys.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So the
Okay, is
topic,
it Benjamin or oh no, not Benjamin, right? What's your name?
DJ. Turn the camera on, man.
Uh
Put the camera on, man.
oh no, I'm
You
no,
gotta put the
I'm
camera
not
on,
in
yo.
that position to turn on the camera.
Oh
I'm not in
man.
that position.
Why
I was
not,
just
man? What's
even,
wrong
I
with
was
the
even
camera?
eating.
You have the camera on.
No, no, no. I was
Let's
even
stay on.
eating. I was even eating something here.
Oh, you're eating. All right.
I'm
That's
not
all
in a
good.
position like to, yeah, I was eating. Yeah. I was
Mm.
just eating and be quiet to know about the topic, what you're talking about. And you were talking about the healthy and I mean, the average of salary that can define you like a healthy person
Yeah, yeah.
in Brasilia.
So like,
I,
between, I'm listening.
yeah, yeah. All right. So it's like the same thing. Like it's like the same thing. Uh, the lot of country. Like actually, I'm living in Egypt. Like I don't know if you or supreme leader said that he knows someone who touch something like 20K Brazilian pay raise.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's enough
Yeah,
money
20K.
to live to live
Yeah,
comfortably.
yeah. Here too. It's common. It's common, man. It's common. Like even in if you take even there is some countries in Africa, like even Nigeria or some country, like they can consider you are wealthy if you are man. I mean, touching if you are having some certain salary. Like if you
But I
convert
don't
20K Brazilian reais to Nigerian money, or I don't know, whatever the African country, I mean, it's the same. I mean, they can consider
actually.
you as healthy too.
Nah, man. I don't think in Lagos if you made
Mm,
20,000 real a month, I don't think that would be a lot of money because it's Lagos. You know what I mean?
mm, mm.
But
Maybe I don't know about Nigeria, because I know even in my country, I mean, in Guinea, I know some people who can even touch something like 15K. I mean, US dollars.
oh,
Some of who
in
I mean in the yes in 15 or 5K, some of them can touch it. Like those kind of people, they are considered like healthy. Some of people, who touch like, let's say for example, $300 or $500 or even until $1,000, they are not so they are not in the range that in the healthy range, right? You know what I mean? That's why I say some topics it's all the common like now, because I mean the words is now connected to each other.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah,
the
but in
topic
some
of
certain
wealth.
country like in the United States is can be a little bit different, because if I don't know how to say that in English, I mean the SMIG, like the average salary that they can pay you an hour. Like
Oh
if you are
well.
touching it in Africa, like the average in the United States, if you are touching it in Africa, like you are considered like healthy. But in America, you are just a normal dude. I mean, a normal guy.
Well,
You see,
I mean,
it's depend the location too. But sometime,
I think it's all the same.
but
Um,
it's all the same because if I give you an example, like I have a lot of friends who are in Europe right now. They are working. They are having something like
yo, the people in Europe make
15.
money, man. Everybody in Europe makes more more money than people in the
No,
U.S. Man,
no,
I gotta say it on an average. Yeah, they do.
no,
The
no,
average
no,
person
no.
in
I'm
Europe
not
makes a
agree.
lot more money.
No, no. Like if you are saying about Europe, you are saying about okay. Let's take Europe in general. Do you know what is the average? It is about around 2K or 150.
Yeah,
Are
but
you agree with me?
I'm not talking about the whole thing. I mean, like, think of the top three nations in Europe, right? So that's the
Yeah, I'm
UK,
talking even about I
that's
mean Germany.
that's Spain,
Germany. No, we are
and
not. Mm,
no, the Germany
Germany.
is cheap. Germany and France is cheap. I would say
Mm.
the UK, Spain, and maybe Italy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but you know, if you are talking about Europe at this time, yeah, if
Yeah.
you are talking about Europe at this time, generally you have to talk about French or Belgium or Germany. And those like country, if you are talking about Europe, about the salaries in Europe, you don't have to miss those country, French,
Okay. Tell
Belgium,
me this:
and
if you are
uh,
earning
and Germany.
if if you are earning, what's it, sixty
Mm.
thousand pounds a year, right? That's good money, right?
If you say pound, I mean England, from England,
Yeah.
or
Or
no,
um
I'm
how about this? Let's
so
do it in
I
euros.
don't think if you understand what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying right now, because I'm in contact, I have a lot of friends in French, or especially in Belgium or in Germany.
Yeah.
Like if I take an example from my friend who I have been talking those past days, he's in Germany. He told me he's yes, at the same time he's studying, but he's working at the same time. But he told me those
Nah.
people.
I'm not
No,
talking
no, no.
about
Wait. Now
that.
I'm not. I'm no, 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 no. I'm not talking about him especially. Okay. He told me he knows some of people. If they work like the salary, the average is 2K. The salary is 2K euro. And if you take this 2K, if you pay the taxes and you pay the rent and you pay, I mean, because the main problem in Europe is the rent, is the rental. The
Yeah.
rent, I mean, the rent is a big problem in Europe because it's so very expensive compared to United States or other countries. Like he told me, if you are touching something like an average of 250 2.5 2K 5 or 3, you will pay a rent. And if you pay the taxes and or everything, you can be like at the end of the day, you can, I mean, it can left you only something like 700 or something like 800. Like if
Yeah,
you take
man.
these 700 or if you take these 7 or 800 that you can, I mean, take apart, like in your bank account or something like that. If
Yeah.
you take this, there is certain people in Africa who are, I mean, doing some commerce that they can have even I mean, 3 times more than that you are saving. You understand?
See,
Because I made an
that's no
experience.
money, man.
I
That's no money.
Yeah,
If
that's
you're
normal. That's
talking,
why I say
no,
being
no,
healthy.
not normal.
uh,
That is no money. That's not enough. If you want to make okay money in euros, you would have to make at at least six 6K euros per month. That's good money. Anything beneath that, that's
6K.
not good enough. Yeah.
Who told you he's having 6K
No, 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 no,
euro in Europe?
no, no. I'm saying that
Hmm.
that person is making good money. Anything less
Yeah.
than that is not good money.
Mm. Yeah, it's not good. That's why I'm saying, I mean, the majority, they are having something like around 2, 5, or 3K
Yeah,
around.
they're not making
Yeah, the
enough
majority.
money, man.
They're not making
So
around. Because I have even an uncle, he's in the cybersecurity file in French, but he's not even touching that. He told me his salary, he have been working in a company. It's a bank branch, like in the cybersecurity. He have been touching here 4K
yeah,
for the
yeah,
job he's doing, but
that's not enough money,
it
man.
deserves
That's not
more.
enough money.
Yeah, that's not enough. And in the cybersecurity file, it deserves more. Like if you take it in the United States, I mean, it's deserve more than 4K. And
I
in
would
this
say,
4K, he's
I
married and he's renting an apartment. And at the end of the day, I mean, if he finish, I mean, spending all he have to spend at the end of the month, he will be like, it will left him something like 800 or something like 1,000 only. Even
yeah,
this 1,000 is so hard. It's so hard to, I mean, to save 1,000.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That
Like,
is
yeah.
not enough money at all.
So
I would say
that's
like
why I'm telling you, there is a lot of people who are just struggling to go to Europe, but it's like can even spend until, I mean, 8K to buy a visa or something like even 10 or 9K to buy a visa. And at the end of the day, if they go to Europe and they don't see the world as the same they were seeing it before, like on the screens or on TV or
well,
something like that.
yeah, yeah,
You see,
yeah, yeah.
it's better to invest this money. I mean, because at this time, like there is a lot of things in Africa that you can invest in, that you
But
can
that's the thing,
have
man. Like see,
that you can have money more than, like, even if you are in the United States. You see,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if
But
you know. I don't know if you have you notice those. I mean, I will talk especially for those Lebanese people, because Lebanese people, they are known of. I mean, they go outside. All the Lebanese people, they I mean, they try to, I mean, to work outside because there is nothing in their country, right?
well,
Mostly they come to
well,
Africa. Why? Because if they have enough money, like a little money, if they invest in that, they can have a double or triple or something like a huge money. You see, there is
yeah,
a lot of things. There is a lot of things.
but you're saying that in terms of that 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 these people they can earn more money, yes. But the topic is like that is not enough money to live in other areas. So when you say that, so the guy Benjamin, this guy he was asking for a number and like um based on the conversation that we are having, if you have
Mm,
to make at least 6K euros a month
mhm,
to live good
mhm,
in real, that
mhm,
would be about 38K, 38K.
mm.
So 15,000 real is not any money to live in the area. But that's just me. This is just
Yeah,
my
but
my
but
whole opinion. If you want to have a
yeah.
nice 2 bedroom, 2 bath apartment, you have a doorman, you have a car, you don't have to worry
Mm.
about your gas. If you want to travel
But
once a
yeah.
month, you have to make at least 38,000 real a month.
Yeah. Yeah, 20. But even this number, I don't know, Benjamin, he was asking 15K real a month.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yes.
a huge money in Brazil. I think it's a huge money in Brazil. Why?
Not
Because
really, man.
sometimes not, but you can say it's depend on your lifestyle. Like if you are like the supreme leader, I can say it's a huge money for him. Like he don't I mean try to live that kind of life. I mean I can say even that fake life. If you know you don't deserve something and you put yourself on it, like I don't know, at the end of the day I don't know what you are trying to have or what you are trying to do, like this amount of money 15K, because sometimes I go to indeed.com to to try to find some salary depending on the location, like in the IT file, because at this time every part of this world, the IT file is well paid. In Brazil, the average is 10K, 10 or 11K. This is the average. This is the maximum, 10 or 11K. But I think that's why. By analyzing the amount, 15K is a huge money. If
Okay,
you are not doing that kind of life.
See,
let me
see, this
let me
is
break let me break something down a little bit. You said something about lifestyle. It's very, very important to notice that. Why do I say why? Why am I going to talk about this part of the issue? Lifestyle is very, very important. Each and every single
Mhm.
person comes with a different way of living and different way of doing things.
Mhm.
It's true. For me, if somebody is making not even 15K, like let me just say 5K, for example. Let me just say
Mhm.
5K, okay?
Mhm.
When you are making 5K a month, it's just a decent money for you to be able to do what? To live a very decent life here in Brazil, okay? Because
Mhm.
if you are the kind of person who is just like me, I'm a very cheap guy who I'm a very, very cheap guy because when I bought my house, I was making less than 10K. Okay, I was making
Mhm.
less than 10K. I wasn't making
yeah.
any amount of money. I was making, let me just say, like 7,000 a month that way. Okay, and it was
Mhm.
just okay for me because I was able to take care of everything that like my everything, my bills, like it was just okay because I'm a cheap guy. You understand? And I
Yeah.
know, not new. I still know a lot of people who are making like 3,000, 4,000, and they feel like they are superstar. You understand? So, if for instance Benjamin is going to make like 10,000, I won't say 15,000 that he asked. If Benjamin is making like 10,000, I think he's good to go. When he's living here in Brazil, he can get himself he can be able to buy an apartment in a short period of time, maybe 2 or 3 years. He'll be able to buy some simple, cute apartment, and also he might be able to take care of his bills. If he's a cheap guy like me, okay. I'm just being
Hold
real
on. But here,
because I remember I wasn't making. Let me just be honest. I've never made up to like 10K a month. Do you
but you
understand?
need,
Like I have.
but you need to put this into perspective, man. Because like
Mm,
when you say you are in Rio, right?
yeah, you're
People
real.
know Copacabana,
Mm,
Leblon, Ipanema, right? Right.
yeah.
If you want to get an apartment there,
Mm,
no car. All you do is you
forget it.
pay
Forget it.
pay
Don't
your
even
rent,
talk about
pay
that.
your pay your food.
Don't even
Your
talk about it. You cannot live with that kind of amount of money in Copacabana. It's not possible. Yeah, because why am I
Not even
saying
in
so? One small studio
Botafogo.
apartment, one studio small apartment, you are going to pay more than 6K. More than if you are, we want if you want a
At
very
least 12.
comfortable one, you have to be looking at 15K,
At least
20K.
no. Be honest, man. 12.
So I have a
It's looking forward.
my
Because
random
I'm
question.
saying
DJ, you're American, right?
Yeah, man. Yo, how come you guys don't have your cameras on? What's wrong? Y'all being
yeah.
weird, yo. Why y'all being
It's
weird?
it's not being weird. Some of us have a job where we don't want to have ourselves put out in certain lights.
I don't know, man. I think y'all ugly. That's what it is. Y'all might be a little ugly. It's okay though. I will not make fun of you if you're ugly.
All
Okay.
right, all right, that's fine. I'm gonna let that go. I'm just curious, where in the states you live, because 1,500 reais is gonna be the equivalent of $50,000 in the states, right?
No. Nah.
Yes,
Not at all,
after
bro.
taxes.
After taxes, bro. If you're
Yeah.
if you're doing that after taxes, you need to make more money.
Well, that's my curiosity, because that is the equivalent of 50K.
That's a month, bro.
Yeah, that's three
That's
thousand
horrible
and some
money.
change.
I'm being
Well,
honest
that's
with you,
what I'm
bro.
at.
It's horrible
Well,
money.
hold on, because money's very funny, and people have to take into other considerations when they're talking about it. So, like, where in the states you live?
Dude, I live in um a major city. If you even want to get a one bedroom, one bathroom apartment, you need at least 2,000 a month.
Okay, so it sounds like you live in LA or New York. Okay,
You can't pay for that. That's how I'm telling you.
no,
What
no,
you're
no,
saying
no.
is no
But see,
money.
no, because you're misunderstanding. Because let's say you live somewhere in the South, or for example, Texas, that money goes a lot further.
All
It's
right,
actually good
check this
money.
out, man. Check this out. How does it go farther? Um, because now you need to put this into perspective, right? When you live in an area that's actually cheap to rent, to buy at a house, how much money are you going to be spending to enjoy yourself? When you live in an area that has high rent, high cost of living, that is because all the things that you want to do to actually go out on a Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, they're all
What?
close to you, man. So
Uh,
like
I disagree.
how do you factor in your actual cost of living? That's why I'm being
So
real here.
no, I am being real, but like I said, I feel like this is the issue that a lot of young people have, is how to. It's not. It's like money management 101. All right. So,
Yeah.
for example, oh, you want to go, Supreme Leader, or
No, you can talk.
so for
After you finish,
example,
then I'll talk. Yeah.
I'm using an example of Alabama, right? Right.
Nobody wants to live in Alabama, bro.
Why? What's wrong? What's missing? Because they still have nightclubs, they still have like other things like that, and then people usually go to like what's the area called, Pensacola, for the beaches. So they still have amenities. They still have everything. It's just a different price point.
Yeah, so at that point, it would just be um, the industries there,
But
the
I'm asking,
activities.
what would they be missing that you have in New York or you have in LA, or because usually most people,
It's going
those
to
cities
be
are expensive because of the wealthy people that live there. So
no. So most. All right, you're right about that, but then it also includes the activities, right? Right? Be honest, right? So um, remember my. So I want you to just remember the things I was saying, right? What do you do on a Friday, Saturday night, right? Tell me
go out
this.
to the club.
No, not even that. Tell me this right now. I want you to name me one major sports scene that is based in the state of Alabama. I'm talking about hockey, football, soccer,
I feel like those
basketball,
aren't even expensive
baseball.
though.
No. Tell me, dude.
No, I'm telling you, I agree with you. Those probably aren't in the state of Alabama that I know of. I don't know. I don't live in Alabama. I
They're
live in
not at all.
California.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because there is not a
Alors,
market
voici, que ça arrive.
for them there. There is
But that
not enough money to be generated in the state because people are not making that much money. That's why they don't have a major sports team there at all.
Okay.
And
I
and I'm saying, dude, these are just normal activities, yo. You know what I mean? If you want to go out on a Friday night to watch a game, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about the clubs and things. I'm just saying, yo,
well,
things to
no,
do.
I think it's important because, like I
Okay.
said, in all the. Go ahead.
Okay. So you see, the truth about the lifestyle here is, you see, there are people who like to live the high life, and there are people who like to live the low life. I have been living here for the past, let me just say, 10 to 11 years now. And I'm a very cheap guy. I like to be very specific on that. The cheap guy, very, very cheap guy. And to me, if I am, because like I said, I have never made that amount of money which goes up to 10K here, but I've been able to do a lot with my small money that I make. You understand? So with Benjamin, who wants to know if what 15K can do, I can tell him he can do a lot with 15K and also be able to even buy an apartment or a house in maybe 2 to 3 years. He'll be able to secure something like that here because uh, I can tell him, or I can maybe give him some clues on how to get a decent life without spending so much. But maybe if he has his own other way of living, which is going to come in, like for example, Devon, for example, Mr. Devon is not cheap like me. So,
This
Mr.
man is
Devon,
he's lying on the internet, man. He's lying on his own channel. Listen, man, this guy Vanraba, he knows how to handle money. That's all I gotta say.
yeah. So, Mr. Benjamin is going to make he's going to live a very decent life with that kind of money. If really he's looking at 15K a month, I will simply tell him to just relax because he's going to enjoy, he's going to be able to explore a small, popular tourist attractions here. Prodigy is here. Prodigy is here. Prodigy is living in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so if Prodigy, if you are there, I want you to be part of of the conversation.
Yeah, I definitely want to
So
ask him some questions as
yes,
well.
I want him to be on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I still want to pick DJ's brain because, like I said, I just find it interesting.
Now, but like
extremely. See,
Benjamin, like he's saying, you'll be able to live off that, but you're not gonna be comfortable. It's gonna be hard
So,
living. That's all I'm saying.
have you been to the Dominican Republic?
Yeah, and it's hard living there, bro.
No. What I'm asking, so what do you think is a good amount of money to live in the Dominican Republic? Let's use US dollars. It's a lot easier for me.
U.S. dollars, I would say 5,000 a month.
Okay, so
Actually, a month. Yeah, five.
so
Yeah, if you do for 5,000 a month, you're doing okay.
see, so this is why I think that is super interesting. Because to me, when you say, because I was going to originally retire in the Dominican Republic until I changed my mind
But
and I'm
where
looking
though?
at other places. I was looking at Santiago, which is like a
Yeah,
pretty big city.
that's not it, bro. If you're looking like if
What
you're
do you
gonna,
mean by that's not it? Where else? Exclude Santo Domingo because that's the capital. Where else would you live?
I would either live Santo
North Coast?
Domingo. No, I would
look,
definitely live
let
in
me
Coast.
let me make
No,
things easier. Let
He's
me
trying to make it
make things
easier.
easier. Look,
I just uh,
Brazil is simply the best place if you are going to make at least 10K a month. You will retire without any hassle. You will
I
enjoy
agree with you,
yourself.
Supreme Leader. I'm just trying
Just
to.
just forget about any other location and
No,
then
no, no, no.
focus on Brazil because
Okay,
Brazil
yeah,
you
he
will
wants to focus on
enjoy.
Brazil.
Well, even
Yeah,
in
just
Brazil, if you like I said, I do a lot of research. That's the type of person I am, right? I do a lot of
yeah.
research, and
Do your
every
Googles,
ins
man.
Huh?
Do your Googles, man.
My Googles, my YouTube. I'm going down there this Friday, and I'm telling you, 5 or 6 thousand USD dollars would put you in the top like 1%
Yeah.
of Brazil.
Well,
No, you don't need. You don't
arguably.
need. Come on, you
Huh?
don't. You don't need.
Arguably?
Listen. You don't need $5,000 to put you on top of the show.
Well, no,
You
I'm just
only
I'm
need
just
2K. I'm just telling you. You
I
only
agree
need
with
2K.
you. So no,
Because
this
I'm
is
the cheap guy. I'm the cheap
I
guy here.
I
So I'm
agree
telling
with
you.
you
Yeah.
wholeheartedly. I'm just talking about a little financial literacy right now. That's all it
Oh
is.
yeah. Yo, like Benjamin. Yeah, you'll be able to live. I am not saying that I'm not saying that you won't be able to live. I'm just saying it's gonna be um um hard living. So like,
That
it's
doesn't make
legit,
any
yo.
Have you
No,
looked
no,
at OLX?
dude. Take out of the idea of like Leblon, Ipanema, Copacabana.
But rent there isn't as expensive as you're making it seem. You could get a
Nope.
place in there for $1,000.
But
All right,
where are
guys.
you gonna live then?
I'm gonna leave you now. I'm gonna go to my online courses. Okay.
All
All
right,
right,
I'll
I'll
All
see
right.
see
you
you.
guys. I'll see you,
Mr.
man.
Buddha, thank you
Okay.
so much.
Wish y'all good night and happy New Year.
A fantastic moment for yourself too, Mr. Buddha.
All right,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Fantastic
Thank
meeting
you.
you,
Yeah.
Benjamin. You're saying that you found a one bedroom, one bathroom for how many reals a month, and you did tell me which neighborhood it is and when it is as well.
So I'm here in on OLX, right? This is the site that a lot of people used to find their rentals on Facebook.
Yeah.
You can literally here's a 3 bedroom, 90 meters, which is 900 square feet, and that's like 5,000 reais. Like 5,000, roughly about $1,000.
Wait, and it's now how many bathrooms it is, and then which neighborhood is it in?
So this is in Ipanema.
In
It
Ipanema.
is 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1 parking space. So the reason
Okay.
why I'm saying this is because I'm trying to retire. Your mindset is in this mindset of a tourist, like Airbnbs, how you're gonna rent. That's not how regular people live. And like I said, this is more important to me because I invest in real estate. So like understanding numbers and things like that is super interesting to me. You know what I mean?
Man,
Yeah.
I said don't worry.
No,
2K
no, I
is
agree with you,
something.
Supreme Leader. You are right.
Just
You are
relax.
100% right.
In
But
Because
Ipanema, that's
I didn't
crazy.
make 10K.
are you? But
I
that's what
didn't
I'm
make
saying.
10K, but
You don't
I'm learning.
understand that that's regular people in Brazil and how much how the money works for them is different how it works for Americans and tourists, especially tourists.
I don't know, man. I gotta see this
Go
apartment.
up. Do you not
All
use
two eyes.
OLX? No, I'm
Yeah,
serious. Have you never used OLX?
I'm saying because of why I'm saying this. I've never made any 10K a month, but I'm riding in a Mercedes Benz. I have my own house.
And you have everything you need, right?
I have
You're living a
everything.
great
So
life. That's
I'm
my
telling
point.
you, if you
That
have
is my
2K,
point.
if you have 2K, you can save your 3K. You don't have to
I
worry about anything.
I
But
agree
you have
with
to be
you.
cheap like me because I'm the cheap guy in the whole world. I'm the cheap guy. And I like expensive stuffs, but I have some specific expensive stuffs that I like cars, because I ride car. Like my
Yeah.
life is in the car, so I
Yes.
like to get something secure, like with security. You understand? So when I'm going
Hmm.
for such things, I go for the maximum. Like for
Yes.
example, I
Quality.
was thinking about, yeah, before going for my Mercedes, I was looking at X6, BMW X6. You see,
Hmm.
so I simply like I considered Mercedes Benz because I was looking at something. You
Hmm.
understand? So let me just say this: even with 2K, which is about 2K, which is about 8,000 or 9,000
2K is
reals,
about
that
10,000.
yeah. So you can live a very decent life and get yourself a very decent house or apartment or decent car. You
Hmm.
understand? For example, like I said, there are some things that I like to get the top of the top. Things that look like my own body. Car is like my own body.
A
Cell phone
house.
is like my own body. House is like my own body. So there are some specific things that if I'm going for it, I go for the expensive one, like super expensive, which I know I'll be secure. But like maybe eating, going out, like maybe buying a clothes, like all these things. I'm a very, very cheap guy, or maybe traveling to a place where I'm going to live for maybe 1 or 2. I prefer getting the $30 or maybe $10, something cheaper. You understand? Because I'm a
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
very
agree.
you understand?
Well,
So Mr. Devon is a very expensive guy. So me,
Well, it's
yo,
not.
it's.
I don't think it's
I
that
mean,
he's
I'm sorry.
expensive. I think it's just like I said, when you're going from becoming a tourist to living like a local, there's a financial literacy that needs to occur. Because, a little background on me, I'm from South Florida. I'm from Broward County, right? So it's actually very expensive there. If you go there as a tourist, you could spend like $5,000 in a day, right? But people who live there, who are like regular people who work and have like great qualities of life, upper middle class, they're not spending that kind of money. There's a learning there's a learning curve.
That's where the thing is. Like, um, so your price uh, point, which sounds crazy to me. You said
I hear
you
you.
found an apartment in Ipanema for 5,000 reals a month,
Yeah.
and you
okay,
talked to them.
relax. I want to ask. I just want to ask Devon one question.
Yeah, what's up?
Devon, if, for example, you are going to buy a car, okay, in the States, you live in the States. If you are going to buy a car, which car are you going to buy?
What?
Like a normal car, like
What's your
just
car now?
I don't have a car now, man. This is too expensive to have a car.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So, like, what kind of car are you going to buy? Should in case you decide buying a car.
Me?
Yeah.
It would be a Honda. I'd buy a Honda, a Tesla.
Okay. For me, I
It's
will.
a
I
good
will
car.
never look at Honda. Like
You would never look at Honda?
I will
Hondas make good
never.
cars.
Trust
Honda
me. I
Civic?
will. Like me, I
Maybe the
would.
hybrid one.
If I live in the United States, trust me, the cheapest car, listen, the cheapest car I will buy or use is G Wagon or Maserati.
A G
G
wagon,
Wagon
bro.
or
G
Maserati?
wagon
Maserati,
is
I'm telling you.
disrespectful.
Are you smoking
Maser-
crack?
no, no,
I'm
no, no, no,
serious.
no.
I'm dead. You came to Brazil. How
Maseratis
many
are
people use
affordable. They actually
Mercedes
are
in
affordable.
Brazil?
The
No, you
cheapest
came to.
Maserati is like $80,000.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said they're actually
That
affordable.
will be what I'm going to use. Trust
Are
me.
you,
If I should, like, if I were to be
how
living in the United
rich
States,
are you guys that you think $80,000 is affordable for a car?
Well, what we'll do,
no,
like, this is a question to you. What does someone alone, as a single, make as an individual, in the upper
Mike
middle
C.
class? Not for
Upper
real,
middle
dude.
class, the average person makes about, I'd say, like 70 to $80,000.
Bro, you're not.
Individual,
No, bro. It's at least 140.
you're
That's
smoking
why.
dick. Like what?
That's why.
Where
That's
are
why
you getting these numbers? Google. I want you to show your screen and Google the average income for a single
no,
person in America.
dude. I'm not talking. I'm not talking
You
about.
said the average. The average encompasses everything.
No,
Listen to the words
no,
you're
no,
using.
no, dude. I didn't say the average person. I said average upper middle class. What do you think that person makes? It's
Google
not $70,000, yo.
Google it.
Because
I
that would
want you to.
mean I that would mean I'm actually middle class right now.
As an individual, you would be. This I'm telling you, financial literacy is very important
All
because
right,
Yes,
dude.
so that is why I'm saying
just
this.
Google it.
When you come to Brazil and you are making 10K reals, okay, 10K reals, you can live the best of life. You can get like the things you need You understand? Like not the things you want, but the things you need. You can sort out with 10K, like paying your rent, having a very ordinary car, uh, what do you call it? Like getting yourself a nice clothes and all that. It's okay. Like with 10K, you can even save to buy an apartment. My first apartment I bought, I was
140.
making only my first apartment I bought, I was making only 1,300 reals a month. And I bought my first apartment here. After that, I started making 7,000 a month. And I was able to plan myself to buy my house, invest in some other things, like do some other things because I'm a very cheap guy. But I'm trying to say here is each and every single person has where they look in terms of spending. For example, Mr. Devon, looking at lifestyle, he sees it to be there is a specific amount of money you should make in a month to live that kind of comfortable life. You understand? Why am I saying this? You see, I asked him if he should, in case, buy a car. What kind of car is he going to buy? He says Honda. A car which even when you give me for free, I don't like it. You understand? Like, I won't waste my.
Yeah.
If I don't have money, okay, Honda is fine, but I won't like. I'm going to buy a car. Here, for example, how many people use Mercedes Benz, for example? You have been to Brazil and you know if somebody is using Mercedes here, the kind of person the person is. You understand? They class him those kind of people. Okay, you won't do that. I know you won't do that. You won't spend your money to buy such expensive stuffs. No, you rather
Benjamin,
like.
check the chat on YouTube, man. Check the chat on YouTube because I don't know where you're getting your numbers from.
Okay, so share the screen. I'll allow you share the screen. I'll allow you to.
Okay,
Like,
yeah, I'm
allow
gonna share.
Benjamin to see.
Checking the chat on. Oh,
All
okay.
right,
What am I
Benji.
looking for?
I'm gonna
No,
share
he's
exactly
going
what I'm
to
talking
he's
about.
going to share the screen so that I'll allow you
Okay.
guys to see. Yeah, this is
Sure.
it.
You seen this, Benjamin?
That's not 140,000. And is
Okay.
that per house? Open that up. Is that per household? Because I learned there's a difference between household and individual.
I have to
That's
read this
important. Like I
here.
said, when it comes to money, understanding situations is very important. Is it per individual or per household? Because a household encompasses everybody.
Prodigy, your internet is. I don't know the kind of internet you are using, but the internet is very slow.
This is
Prodigy.
household income, it looks like. So a
Yeah.
household is incorporating two people, usually two working people.
No. Read this again for the family of three. That's all.
Okay, a family of three ranges from 52,000 to 140. That's still two people. It's usually two people working.
Same three family.
Yeah. So
This is that's a
the
family.
point.
That's not an individual. We're talking about individuals.
Yeah. So the point that I'm making here is, if Devon
For a
has
three-person household, holy crap!
a way of
I'm
lifestyle, if you are not going to live Devon's lifestyle, you don't have to worry. You understand? You don't have to worry about the expenditure. It's just like I
Yo,
say
that's not enough money.
when I come to.
well, going once again, you got to talk about like do you own your house?
Well, wait, do I personally own my house? Hell no, bro.
Okay, so you're paying way more in more rent than you would be in a mortgage, right?
Um, that depends on how you look at it. I look at homes as a
And
liability.
investment. Oh,
I
sorry,
look
Okay,
at
wrong
so
word.
homes as
now
a
you understand
liability.
the difference, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now you
I'm
understand.
understanding the difference
Good.
because,
So
like I
that is
said,
why I'm telling you, 10K
I
is just fine.
I made
Like
my money
10K.
off real estate. I look at homes differently. So
All right. Okay.
Because
10K.
So
me,
Hello?
things
yeah, we hear
that
you, dude.
things that
Okay.
I consider to be very important are things that I like are so
You
much
need,
involved in life. You understand? Like things
yeah,
that are
like a car.
when I talk about the car, you were surprised. Why?
Yes.
Because if I'm working, okay, and I'm making a living, why can't I get something very secure to secure that life, which makes me get that kind of money? So I don't care. That is why I'm saying if I live in the United States, the cheapest. Listen, when I'm talking, I'm serious. Like I remember when I came to this
I
country,
believe you.
I said I was going to use a Mercedes. If I'm going to buy my car,
A
I'll buy a
Benz.
Mercedes. And my friends were laughing at me. They were like, "Are you serious? Like money that you can use to buy a house or apartment or go to buy a car?" I was like, "Yes,"
But yeah,
and they were
it's
laughing.
very realistic. It's realistic.
Yes. So I value I value my life to the extent that things that are part of my life, I don't joke with them at all. My car, I'm going to be driving it each and every single day. You understand? So there are some like my cell phone, I use it to do my work and stuff like that. So I want something which is very good, which won't give me problem. So I can spend like two K, $2,000 for a cell phone. I don't really care. But I won't
Hey, I'll be
spend two
right
thousand.
back.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't spend $2,000 for a watch. I won't spend $3,000 for a chain. Like seriously,
Yeah.
me? No. But
Exactly.
if
Yeah.
I should spend on a car, on cell phone, on my house, things that I really need. Come on, I can go extra miles for it. Like
Yeah.
if I live in the United States, like I said, the cheapest car, I check the prices. I see the prices, the cheapest one like 100,000, and
You can get
a
one for 80,
G-Wagon is
like a
yeah,
certified, like
G-Wagon is
pre-owned
like
one for
300,
80,000.
400,000 K, right?
Yeah.
If I live in the US, trust me, like 2, 3 years, I'll get myself one G-Wagon or something much more bigger because
Yeah.
I like safety. If I am the one making the money, you understand?
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
my cars, I make sure my maintenance are always on point. Like
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't wait for a day to
See,
when it gives me the signal.
what
I'm
you're
very happy.
saying is realistic, because
Yes.
break it down, right? Right. Let's say if you got like a regular um Mercedes, right? And then after that, and then after that, um, then you purchase one for your wife.
Yeah.
You will still be spending the same exact money for the one a car, but just have two regular ones now, right? So what you're saying, right? It's normal. It's normal.
Yeah, no, but relax. Listen to this part too as well. Uh, like I said, like cell phones. Okay, my wife is a very cheap woman. She doesn't like expensive stuffs, and I remember she says she likes Android,
Hmm.
and I asked which of the Android is the best of the Androids
Yeah.
because she works with it and stuff like that. And then we went and checked. It was the Galaxy Note 21 Ultra by
Hmm.
then.
Yeah.
And when we went to the shop, I said they should give her one. She was like, "Are you crazy?" I was like, "Are you serious? This is what you use to work and do your things, and you want to get a cheap one? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Get
Exactly.
something extra, like something good." And she was
Yeah.
like, "Okay." I bought her the phone that very day. That very day, I bought her the phone.
Hmm.
So I won't look at the cheap and then try and get something ordinary. Then every month I have to go to mechanic or I have to
Yeah.
use.
I
You
know
understand?
what you mean.
Mercedes Benz,
I know
when
what you
you
mean.
have it or you have any expensive car, you don't have to go to mechanic. You only need to do maintenance.
Yeah.
It's rare. You understand?
Yeah.
So it is something that things that I need are very, very important to me that I'll go extra mile to make sure I get a secured one instead of something, like just something, you understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
When you are driving in a very heavy car and it's raining, you don't even think too much.
Yeah, you don't think about it because you're safe
You
in your
understand?
car because you
Yeah,
spend good
why
money
is
on your
that
car. It has
driving
good
this?
value.
You are driving in these local cars, my friend. It's like when it's raining, your heart is always on top of your head because yes, you
You
know
don't know what's gonna
anything
happen
convenient.
to your
Yes,
car.
you understand anything can happen.
Yeah,
But when it's raining, I'm in my car. I just look at people and I wish they are in that same type of car so that they will feel secured. You
yeah.
understand?
Hmm.
It's like I'm in my home. I just feel for people who don't have it. I want them to have it too, so that they will feel very secure that oh, after all, they don't have to pay bills, they don't have to pay rent. You understand?
Hmm.
So living the lifestyle, I think each and every single person has where they look at. Like for example, for you, house is a liability, which
Yeah,
you don't want to waste much of your time taking care of such things. You understand? You prefer one touch, you enjoy yourself, and then you go your way. You enjoy
yeah,
yourself, you go your way. You are always like, you have your own things the way you want it. You
yeah.
understand? So for me, the cheap guy, for me, the cheap guy, I like, there are some things that I like. I think Prodigy, can you hear us? Oh,
Yeah,
your
I can
internet
hear
might
you.
be
Can you hear me?
Okay, this
broken.
guy. Yeah,
Okay, Devon says he has some questions for you, Prodigy.
yeah.
So Devon,
Prodigy.
go on with your questions.
So,
Yeah.
do you live in Rio? Do you live in Rio or no?
No, I don't live in Rio. I
Okay.
don't live in Rio.
Do you live in Belo Horizonte in Brasilia, Sao Paulo, Salvador,
Nope.
Puerto
I'm
Rico?
up
Do you live in any
north.
of those cities?
I'm
Okay,
I'm I'm
okay.
up north, and out at a place, a state called Alagoas.
Okay.
Alagoas.
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 It's close to
Yeah.
And
Amazonia, right?
Ye- Uh, Not that close. It's still like hours away. Like it's probably like I think like 3 or 4 hours away by car, anyways.
so the capital of your state is Maceo, right?
Maceió. Beautiful,
Maceo.
Yeah,
man.
Marcel. Yeah.
You it's like this little hidden treasure. I heard when after we got here, people keep telling us that yeah, this place is a place where a lot of Brazilians come to for their vacations.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maceió.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot, a
yeah,
Okay.
lot, a lot,
yeah.
especially from Brasilia. They like
Right?
Maceió. Yeah, they like
Yeah.
Maceió a lot.
So
So,
it's very nice.
all right. Let's say how much is the rent in Real if you want to get a one bedroom, one one bath apartment where we have a doorman, has security and your packages come safe, and you pay for your the utilities. So you have a washing machine, but you don't have a dryer because it's so hot there.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but how much would the rent be a month
Yeah, I
with
did
the
a lot
utilities as
of
well?
hunting. I did a lot of hunting on that. Um, there's there's a couple of these local websites you can just go on, even from where obviously it's online, so you can check it out wherever you are, and see for yourself. I did a lot of hunting for that when it came to apartment hunting, and I'm here with my family, so I wasn't really looking at the one bedroom prices, right? I was looking
Okay.
more for a 3 bedroom, okay?
Yeah. Gotcha.
And that could still give you an indication, right? Because that's what I was looking at. I wasn't paying attention to one. Now, having said that, they're all over the place, meaning that the pricing, it's all depends on what you want, like how much like frills and luxuries, because you could find a place, that's like, let's say like 4,000 reals, right?
Hmm.
Which is not bad, right? And it's got a swimming pool. It may even have a gym in the building. Obviously, like what you were saying, like a doorman, security, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody can get in unless they check in,
Uh-huh.
right? But then you
Yeah.
could also find another apartment building for 3,000 reals, um, and without a pool though, right? So if you're
Okay.
willing, so it all depends on what you and I've seen some apartments for like 8,000, but
But
like, you know, yeah. So, but it was like as if I was looking at apartments in like New York or something,
yeah.
right? Like
But like
everything in the interior was just to the max.
I believe that. But talk about the proximity. Is it like far from the downtown, or like are you right in the mix? Like, do you walk
Oh, I'm
two
when
blocks
we
and
talk
you know what I mean?
Maceo, yeah, no. Like I'm in the mix. I'm in like right in the heart of Maceo, like the newer area, the like
What's the
right
name
by
of the
the
neighborhood?
water. There's Jatiuca,
Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. So
Jatiuca,
you're right in the mix then. Yeah, you're right in the mix.
Ponta Verde. Like they've even got like an international school, like 5 minute walk from me. You know,
Okay, yeah.
like an international school, like speaking English, and like, so I'm in the
Yeah, yeah.
mix.
Yeah, you're right in the mix.
Water is everywhere. Water, I mean, like, is in the ocean because you're surrounded
hopefully
by
it's not
water.
hopefully it's not in your apartment, right?
No, no, no. I mean, like the ocean, like, like you're right by the water. Even downtown, like I was shocked. I went downtown and we're walking and looking for like beds, mattresses, and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
we're walking and walking. I'm like, what? Where is the road? The road ends up ahead, and I'm like, is that water? And my taxi guy who abandoned his taxi, he was just going to, spend the day with me. He's like, yeah, that's the ocean. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
I thought we're downtown. He's like, yeah. I'm like, shit. this, this, this
Okay.
is water. It's just great. Like you can imagine going downtown, do some shopping, and just go take your shoes off and just go sit by the, just go sit on the beach on the sand. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I believe you. So like, um, for the price, um, for the price, and so you said like in between for um, your area, how much are we talking a month? 4,000 or more,
Yeah, yeah, or even less, or even
or even
less,
less in your area? Wow. All
even
right,
less.
that's a good catch. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
it's even less. Like I said, I did a lot of hunting, right? And like I said, I even managed to land myself a 3 bedroom for 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 let's just say 2,000 reals.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's good, man.
right. Signed a 12 month,
that's that's good.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's less than $500, dollars,
Okay.
right? Three
Yeah, yeah,
bedrooms, washer, doorman. Um, you know,
yeah. That's
I
tough.
just
That's
had to.
tough,
I
bro,
just.
bro.
I just had to get my own bed. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when I was talking to Benjamin earlier, I was only referring to like to the tourist areas. So I was like, okay, well, if you're if you want to live in Rio, like with the money that you're spending there, that's not enough. That was my argument. You know what I mean? Because it's
Right.
Rio. Like it's not
Right.
like
Yeah.
yeah, it's the largest city in the country. Like there's no way, dude. Right?
But how much was he talking? What was it? I kind of came in around that time, but I didn't really have the specifics.
um, he was saying shout out to him for a 1 bedroom, 1 bath in Ipanema, five
Mm.
thousand a month, and I was like, wow, like that's nuts. In Ipanema,
Reals?
like yes,
5,000 reals a month.
Yeah,
Yeah,
word. Do you see why I was like, yo, that just sounds unbelievable, unbelievable. You know what I mean?
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean,
Yeah. And he
it
said
sounds like
Ipanema.
that.
So I was like,
Yeah,
whoa, like
it
that
sounds
must
like it
have been
should be
hard.
more.
Yeah, should be way more. Should be like 10,000 a month. But hey, yo,
Yeah,
that's just me, dog. That's just me.
I was looking when moving to Brazil. I was looking at Batijuca in Rio, right? You know Batijuca, which is
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes from, I think, Ipanema
yeah,
and those places.
yeah,
Like, yo, if you were able to find a 4,000 real apartment, and I think we're talking two bedrooms, maybe three, but anyways, around that dollar number, 4,000 reals, 4,500, you better
yeah.
snag it because it was not going to be available for long.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because that's like that area has a lot of high end hotels there.
Right.
Even the cars that you see like drive on the road out there, those are imports from all over the world. Like they're not,
Yeah.
the Renault that you see or the Chevy you see. Like they are talking about BMWs,
Yeah.
condos, all by the beach. So I was just like, okay, I understand that you could find other places that are cheaper in Brazil, for example, your city because you are not one of the major cities in the country. So I understand that, but I was just like, yo, like those tourist areas, the major cities, you're going to be spending a lot of money to live there.
Yeah, and I would say that there's even no need for him if he's planning on moving to Brazil. Like, there's no need to actually live in places like Ipanema, right? I don't know, Supreme Leader, what do you think? Like, I think like if you're planning to make the move, might as well. I believe if you're planning to move somewhere, like live like the locals. Like, you don't have to maybe go into the favelas, but like there are plenty places where you can probably get a spot at, and it's not going to be like in the high touristy areas, and you're not going to be subjected to paying those exorbitant prices because those places like Ipanema, Copacabana, even Lemmy, those places are more like for short-term stay rentals. So it's you're gonna if you're planning on living there month after month, like actually living here, you're gonna be paying quite a premium. You know, and I don't really see any need for if you're a one guy a bachelor. There's Why would you need to pay? Honestly, you shouldn't have to cough up $1,000 in rent in dollars. You shouldn't have to
Yeah,
pay that much in rent here. What?
yeah,
Because the locals they're not doing that. So that's what I always like to measure my yardstick. I look at what are the everyday people, even like professionals, like lawyers here, right? They make good living for themselves. Are they paying like 5,000 reals and like that per month just to live for rent? I doubt it. So
yeah.
try to look at where are they living, nice neighborhoods. It's not going to be the touristy area, and what are they paying?
And Supreme Leader, he did LOL. Supreme Leader Vanraba, he pointed out
Yeah,
that it depends on your lifestyle. So he was saying,
yeah,
what what do you want to spend on your lifestyle? And for everybody, it is different. But
Yep, absolutely.
yeah.
I think,
I always say, it all depends on us as individuals and what we are really looking for. So that is why I was making that side clear that he wouldn't need to worry. And also
Who?
talking about, uh, I'm talking about
Benjamin,
Mr. Benjamin. Yeah, he
Oh,
shouldn't.
yeah, I
Yeah,
heard
he
he's
shouldn't.
coming with
Yeah,
like 5,000 a month, 5,000
yeah.
US.
And I to me, 5,000 a month is just fine. Like just live like a
Five
local
thousand a
and
month
enjoy
is just
yourself.
fine. Come on,
Yeah,
Supreme.
No,
it's
no,
Be
no,
honest.
no, no, no. He meant in reals for his rent in reals. Five thousand
Five
reals a
thousand
month.
reals a month is fine.
yes, 5,000. No, it's I'm talking about his whole life to live. Like if he's making 5,000 a month here in Brazil, it's
In
just
US.
okay for him to live. It's just okay because he's
Yo,
going to get a place depending on where
five
he's
thousand
looking
reals a
for.
month is like you're looking at over 25,000 reals a month.
No, no.
No, no,
Supreme.
no.
In what
What we are
currency?
trying, what I'm trying
In
to say
US
is
dollars or
no.
reals?
I'm talking about 5,000 reals. I didn't say dollars. I say reals,
A month?
which is a month. 5,000 reals. He can get to live a very decent life with five
But
thousand
didn't he
because,
say
like I said,
he'll be making $5,000 a month?
nah, he was. I didn't. No, I didn't pay attention to the currency that he said, but I was more
Oh,
understanding that it was reals that he was talking
oh,
about
okay. But if he
because
makes
I
5,000
am
reals a
making
month, then why would he be looking at a rental spot of 5,000 reals a month? It doesn't make sense.
no, no. He was asking 15,000 reals. That
He's
was
making
what he
15.
said.
He's
No,
going to
Yeah,
be
he
yeah,
making
was
yeah.
looking at
15,000
Yeah,
15,000
15,000 reals a month.
reals. This is the
income.
comment here.
Yes, income.
He said, yes, I'm looking for a number, for example, 15,000 real a month. You understand? So therefore, if he's making 15,000 reals a month here, it's a lot of money for him to be able to live a very decent life. Even when you are living
Yeah.
on 5,000 reals a month, it's quite okay for you to live a very decent life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because the locals,
Yeah.
majority of the
Yeah.
locals don't even make 2,000 reals a month.
Yeah. Exactly.
You understand?
This is what you got to keep in mind.
So
Exactly.
I just made it very clear that if he's a cheap guy like me, he doesn't need 15,000 a month. He only needs like
Nah.
let
For
me
a
just say less
bachelor
than
by
10K. Yeah,
himself,
for you to enjoy
I mean,
yourself,
yeah.
it's
I
just
guess it
okay.
depends on if he's a club, if he's a partier, drinker, he smokes, then he's got all the extra expenses. And then you
Expenses,
gotta
yeah.
if you get a girlfriend,
Well, like,
right?
But,
well, guys, I
but
wasn't even like
In Brazil,
thinking
majority
about
of the
things like
ladies
that.
don't majority of the women, they don't look at, if you are the serious type of guy, majority of the women, they work, they don't even look at your money unless maybe you want to give her something or buy her something. Because my 11 years of living here, I personally haven't come across or date any lady who is demanding. Almost, like, I won't say almost all the women that I came across, they are all like good to go women. Like they don't need anything, they have their own properties, they are doing just fine. Like, you understand, they are young, beautiful, very energetic ones, and they don't need anything from a man. Like, anyway, like I always have to come and land on that topic, which is individually depends on what you are looking for. You understand? Because uh, here most of the women, they work. Most of the women, they don't even expect anything from a man than just be faithful. That's all. You understand? The ones who expect things from you are business
That's
women.
the
Like,
hardest thing. That's the hardest thing to do.
you understand? So
So, so like,
That's the one. That's the one thing that's the hardest thing to do up here.
but I wanted to
you
talk about
understand?
the activities. What would you guys do for activities as as a single man? And I'm not that's saying go to the club. No, the liquor and alcohol. No, I am not saying those are activities. Like, yo, what are actual activities you do as a man? You know, that would consume the weekend. You know, and then I wanted to go to the cost of that to say like how much your actual lifestyle per month would be.
Okay, me as a single guy before, okay, now I'm married, I have kids and all that. Before, when I was single, uh, my weekends, not even my weekends, like from my Monday to Fridays, I spend more time like watching different, like learning different stuffs online, like,
Okay.
and talking to maybe most of my female friends, because I have a lot of female friends, you understand? So,
Yeah, I understand.
so, so me, my weekends, like when I was single, was, like with female friends, like it's just fantastic, like I don't need to go to a restaurant, or like, spend some money. Or if I go out, maybe I go to the park, with my female friends, and we have some nice time. After that, maybe we come back home, have some nice time together, and everybody goes his way. You understand? So me, so me spending, like, you won't get me like saying, I'm going to a place for a skiing, or I'm going to a place for, like a rock climbing. I'm going to some place to do something, like maybe pay for some type of activity, horse riding, or maybe playing some, like, something that will
Okay.
involve money, like going to some sport to sit down, and then, like drink something, extraordinary, or go to a program just to sit down and then
Yeah.
watch the program and spend some money, maybe ballet, or maybe opera, or those kind of things are not my thing. I'm the real guy. I like to spend more time with my female friends, so I don't have to spend a dime, to do all of those things. So basically, I enjoyed myself at that time, because it was a moment of, you know of for a moment for the men. So it was, I didn't need all of those. I remember when I was younger. Now I am 45 years old. I'll be 46 hopefully. Next year I'll be 46. When I was in my early 20s and teens, I used to spend so much money, but not, yeah, but not on females, because I used to buy expensive stuffs, like go out to any shows, like when there is a show, celebrities are coming, you know, you want to get a VIP, like traveling around just to do some huge shopping, and then come back to show people that you wear extraordinary stuff, because way then it was all about clothes, like
Yeah,
you
man.
remember,
I
yeah, you
remember
remember
those
those
days.
days with LL Cool J's and those, Flavor Flav and those Public Enemies.
Yeah.
Those times you are supposed to, when you are going to wear a chain, you need to wear a very big one. So if it is a gold, it should be a very huge gold. If it is, you understand, if it is a
Yeah.
diamond, you have to wear a real diamond. If you are wearing maybe what do you call it, a Casio watch, it should be a real Casio. You understand? So back then I was that kind of, but after that, when I became older, my single life wasn't that all about. It wasn't about money though. It was about my female friends who were very there for me and all that. It's just good to have female friends, because
Yo,
yeah, yeah.
Prodigy, you realize every time he says female friends, he smiles a little harder, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
It is, it
yeah.
is very good,
I
like
was trying to hold it in. I was trying to hold it in, but
it is,
I'm glad you mentioned it.
it is just good to have a female friend,
He
like
can't. That's
Yeah.
not, all right.
How many
Yo,
times has he mentioned that?
yo, all
uh,
right, Vanraba,
no,
let me hear yo. We don't want to
I'm
get you in
just,
trouble, man. We don't want to get you in trouble.
I'm just trying to be, like very plain. It's good, because at that time I didn't have to spend money. Like
Yeah, I can
female
second
friends.
that. I agree with that. Like when I was, especially when I was coming to Brazil, uh, back and forth, visiting. You know, when
It was
you
good.
met
It was
somebody,
good.
you met a girl,
Yeah.
and the first thing they want to do is they just want to come over and cook. They want to,
Yeah.
and maybe you go out the first time.
Yeah.
You
Where?
get to know each other in
Where?
in in in, in Copa, Copa, Lemmy, those places, Tijuca. Maybe you go out one time, get to know each other,
Yo,
do something simple,
give me your luck,
maybe,
man. Give me your luck. You
and
tell
then
me
after,
you meet someone,
and
you
then
hang out with them one
and then
time. After that, they
yeah,
want
you
to
go out
further.
one time, yeah, and then after that, it's
Y'all just
about
love me.
they want to like come and like cook for you, uh and then after that it's just kind of like whatever y'all feel like doing, whatever you the man feel like doing, if you feel like
Just
let's
give her
go
a
to the
ring, man.
movies,
Give her a big ring.
right? No, that's just like, I don't know, that was, I guess, okay,
I'm
for
just teasing.
me
I'm just teasing you,
for
man.
me it's kind of like I ask questions, I like to ask questions, I like to get to know their mind, how they think, what they're, you know and I think from that, when you vet some of these girls, especially, I think they see you coming from outside, like as a foreigner. I don't know, maybe they want to showcase their talents. They want to show, they skip a few steps, maybe, as opposed to maybe the local. They know, like, you're not here for that long, right? You're here for maybe 3 weeks at the most, maybe four, before you leave. So they want to, like, you know win you
Season
over
you
and
in.
show you. Yeah, so it's like, either we're going to the beach on the next date, we're going to the beach to just go chill, or they're coming over to come and cook. Either way,
Yo,
I'm going to be taking a look at the skills and what they're bringing to the table, like
what do you look like?
physically, on the, yeah, what
People
do they
tell you
look
that you
like?
look like Will Smith. They tell you that you look like LL Cool J. Or who do people tell you look like? Because
They
there's
tell
no
me
way
they tell me
down.
look they tell
It's
me
like
they tell me look like 50.
you're like 50. See,
That's what
that's the reason why, man. I
that's what
don't
I've been
have any luck
told.
like you, man. I'm ugly.
You know,
So if I see someone, they
Nah,
run
the
away from me, man.
the
whatever, man.
reality the reality about females here is, guys. There are guys who are very good in, like communication. Like communicating with females, and there are guys who are very slow with communications. If you are a very good communicator, here you don't have to worry that much about these skips. You understand? So it's always a good moment. You understand? If you are a very good communicator, like,
Can we point this out right now?
yeah,
Married
you
men
understand.
always get
No,
excited talking about their
I'm
old
just
days.
no, I'm just
It's not just you. It's him too. It's Prodigy too.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
fantastic. It's really fantastic to,
I th- yeah.
like, those days are days where you know you just try to be yourself. That's where you define who you really are. If you are single, you can really define yourself properly, because if you are single and you are not mingling, then it means you are not heavy enough. You understand? So,
I think it's a
uh,
confidence thing too. You've talked about this before in your videos,
yes,
and it's a
it's
it's a lot of
confidence.
it is just, is it. I think it's a combination of confidence is number one, right? Even some YouTube videos where it's a jokey joke kind of video, and they're showcasing like the tendencies of Brazilians,
Yeah,
versus, like, Americans when it comes to dating. You know, they show like how the guy and the girls across the room in a bar, and in the United States and the West, we look for those cues. We look for the girl. Is the girl checking us? Is the girl looking? Is she smiling? Is she winking? And then we're really hesitant to, like, make that move,
move. Yeah,
right? And when we do make that move and go talk, we say something so asinine, just, something just so, like, dorky, like something like, Carl from Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air would say. Like, like whereas in on the Brazilian side, they're just more relaxed, just more laid back, more chill, and all you got to do, honestly, is just be you, just be confident, and just be chill. Like, there's no game, there's no lines necessary. It's it's just like the culture. It is what it is. It's the same thing when it comes to approaching them. It's just simple, like introducing yourself, asking what's your name, and if you want, just go for the juggler. Are you single? You want to go out sometime? It's just that simple. It's either gonna they're feeling you or they're not. And a lot of the times, I don't know about now, but at least years ago, at least pre-pandemic, pre before the pandemic, I found in Brazil especially, if a girl was even like, let's say she had a boyfriend, right? Brazilian girls more so than any other place at least I've been to. If the girl's attached, she's got a boyfriend. She doesn't tell you in a very rude, disrespectful way. It's almost like
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
saying that she's got a boyfriend and she's apologetic. She's sorry that she's got a boyfriend. The way she says
Boyfriend.
it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She's like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend." Like she's saying it almost apologetically.
Yeah.
And my what I found more so than any other place is that Brazilian girl will want to hook you up with another one of her girls because they travel in packs, right?
Yes.
There's so
Yeah.
many
Right.
girls. They try to
You
hook
guys
you up
lost me on
right
this
there
one.
and then. They like, oh, but my girl over here, her, you got to meet her, and they'll try to pair you up, introduce you to their other girlfriend who they know is available or whatever. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
Prodigy, man. I think that's just you, man. You have to be the man. It's in your name too.
No,
Prodigy,
no,
it's in your
no,
name, man. That's all you,
no.
man. Listen, what you're talking about does not apply to everybody. That just applies to
But
you, man.
like Prodigy said something about talking to the person and stuff like that, knowing if the person is single or uh, I I personally I don't remember even if I have ever asked any lady if she's single. We talk and then we take it from that side. Like
Right.
it is magical. You understand? Like
Yo, yo,
it's
all right, all
yeah,
right.
it is because
Yo,
I
it's enough.
personally
It's enough for
and
me.
the funny thing is when I was single, I didn't even know most of the ladies' name. On a serious
All
note,
right.
like with me, we
Listen,
have
Vanraba,
time,
it's late, man. I
like
gotta get
spend
off,
some. I
yo.
don't, yeah, I don't really remember most of their names, but by man, it was fantastic. Like I didn't spend so much money. Like I didn't spend money. Like literally, I am the guy who likes to talk. Like you know. After that, it's good. It's very good. So,
All right,
Yeah, I think when it comes
listen.
to
I
like
don't want.
your hobbies, it's just about whatever you're interested in. It's about what you're interested in. If you are the type of
yeah.
guy that you like to go to a game, you like to go to a football game, live game,
Hell
or
yeah,
if it's
bro. That's the best part of
basketball,
life.
right? You like to go to those. I've never really been into like going to like a stadium full of people. Even basketball in the West, I would rather watch it on TV. I could see everything. I could hear the commentating. Maybe once in a while, maybe go check out a game or in the playoffs when I know it's everything is on the line. Yeah, yeah, I'd love to go, but it's usually out of this world as far as the pricing. But if you're like that, you can do that here, right? If you're more like you like to go on hiking and those kind of things, like maybe you like to go to the museums and check out the art, you could definitely do that here. You know, things. One thing I found about since I've been here is, or at least maybe it's because I'm up north. I don't know how it is in down in Rio, but here things are open, man. You just get up and go where you got to go. Just make sure you wear your mask. But there's none of this like you know issues about going places or people just outside just chilling. And I was like, I'm looking at them like, yo,
Guys,
There's no
Gotta
way.
head out, guys.
Okay.
Have to head out, guys. That's all. But
Nice
yeah,
talking to you,
good
Devin.
talk, guys.
Yeah, most
I'm gonna pretend
definitely.
like yeah, and then everything we talk about the last half hour, the ladies and whatnot. You never met any ladies. You just met your wife and you got married. Okay, guys. That's all that
Yeah.
happened.
Oh.
Okay. All
All
right,
right,
guys.
Mr.
Have a good
Dave.
night.
Thank you so much for the time and enjoy your
Hey,
evening. Yeah,
yeah, take
Mr.
it easy,
Lloyd.
my man.
Thank you.
Hey,
Yes.
Supreme Leader, what are you doing in Rio, anyways?
Just a vacation, like a short vacation to explore much more of Rio. So um, I'm going to spend, let me just say, 10 days here.
Okay.
So
Oh, you're gonna spend
yeah,
New Year's there. Yeah.
yes, I'll be here for 10 days. So most definitely I'll be leaving maybe uh, around 5th or 6th of January. So
Nice.
yes, we are here to spend some time here in yeah, it is
And
it
this
is
will be
just
your first New Year's in Rio de Janeiro, right?
yes, this is going to be my first new year in Rio de Janeiro.
You
And
got some white
yeah,
clothes. You're gonna dress
I
in
think
all
I
white.
have yes, I think I have it, but I will still bring it on live video so that but I think this year is not going to be like other years, like where they have this what do you call it you know celebrations and stuff like that. It's not going to be like that, and yeah, but it's going to be fine. We are just going to see how it's going to be like, but I hope it's going to be enjoyable because I'm just close to the sea, 30 seconds to the sea, just
Nice.
walking to the sea.
Which area are you in?
It's called Hayao do Cabo.
Okay. Okay.
Hayao do Cabo. Yes.
Okay. You got somebody in the
Yeah.
comment asking a question if does Brazil
Brazilian
people?
people like British people. They like everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody. If you
that's what I
want,
found.
you can come from any part of the world. Like, just they love
Yeah,
everybody.
they're just very curious people,
Yes, they are very curious and
right?
they will just give you the amount of love you
They
need
just
or
want to
deserve.
know where you from.
Yeah, they
They
just
want
want
to
to
know
know.
about you know, like your language, your culture, your whatever.
Just just be there.
Yeah.
Brazilians like you just be there and you get the love. They are very fantastic people. They
Even
don't
today, I went to the
yeah,
supermarket. There's a
yeah,
guy that speaks perfect English there. Okay,
yeah.
and he was talking with me. He was collecting carts, buggies, and we were talking outside the supermarket. People
Yeah.
coming and going, and I'm talking to
Going.
him. We're talking, and he goes to me at one point. He says in a low voice, he said, "Yo, do you notice that when we're talking, people keep looking at us when we're talking speaking English?" And
They like
I
it.
was like, "Really? I didn't even notice that." He said, "Yeah." He's like, "People just stop and look." I said, I didn't even notice. I'm not even paying attention though. That's very interesting. He's like, yeah. He's like, people they're just shocked. They don't. They're just like, wow. And I'm like, cool. Like,
They like it.
I
They
yeah,
like it.
yeah, right, yeah. So British
It is
people,
just yeah. You don't have to worry
uh,
wherever
it
you're
doesn't
coming
matter.
from, whether you are from Asia, you're from Africa, you're from Europe, from North America. When you walk in, just feel free. It's just come.
No,
They
Mike,
like
Mike, Mike in the comments he's saying that they like anybody with a Western passport. No, man, it's not even like that. Don't make it. Don't have that negative mentality that just because you're from the West, they like you because you got a Western passport. I tell
yes.
people, listen. I tell
They don't even
people
realize
I'm
you are from the West.
African. Yeah, I tell people
They
I'm
don't even
African,
realize.
right? Because
Yeah,
my first name is African, my last
yeah,
name is African. I look African, so they look at me and they're wondering where am I from? And I tell them I'm from Africa, I'm from the West Africa, Nigeria, and they're like,
Nigeria.
"Oh, really? Oh, I thought you're from Senegal, because a lot of people from Senegal speak
Yes,
Portuguese, I
they know
guess, right?
more. They know more
Right, they know
about
more Portuguese. I'm like, "Oh,
yes,
no." They said, so they're just like, oh, so how do you learn Portuguese? So I just
Portuguese. Yeah.
I just practice. I just, speaking to people. using apps on,
Absolutely,
online,
yeah.
using Google Translator. I said, I just teach it myself. They're like, what? So yeah. I'm like, yeah, I just, I really want to learn the language. I'm very interested. I'm very curious about your culture, the language, the food, the life, the pace of life here, how people just chill, just, you know, take it easy
Yeah,
and just
I
be
think
happy.
Mike C has been to Brazil several times. Mike C, he knows very well. I'm sure he was joking. He says
Oh yeah,
he's
okay.
joking.
But no, but some
Yeah,
people do think
Mike
like that.
C, yeah, Mike C has been to Brazil several times. I remember when you were back in Canada, I think Mike C was here. Yes.
Oh,
Mike
cool.
C, am I right? I remember because the time you were in Canada, at the time you were planning your relocation and stuff. Mike C was here. Yeah,
Okay.
I remember. And it's
Yeah.
just wonderful. Just wonderful. And
Yeah, I like to look at the weather whenever it's so hot here. I wonder what the weather like is back in Canada
in
right
Canada,
now. And I'm like,
people are getting
oh
into
boy.
fish.
I'm like,
People are
man,
getting into fishes and all that.
frozen. You mean frozen fish?
Mike C was in Brazil March and July. Yeah, Mike C is here frequently.
Oh,
Yeah, Mike
nice.
C, yeah, it's frequently in
Where
Brazil.
is he coming from? Oh, he's from Canada as well.
No, Mike C from the United States.
I hope it's somewhere
Yes,
warm, Mike.
yes, he's from the United States. Because
I
I
hope it's somewhere
remember,
warm.
yeah, I remember he says he visited Brazil several times, and he likes to come around whenever he has some free time. He likes to come around, and yeah,
Oh, Washington
it is.
D.C.
Yeah, he's
from the
from
capital.
Washington. Yeah, the capital.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chocolate City.
Chocolate City.
Yeah,
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Chocolate City.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. But
yeah.
it is just I would choose Brazil a million times over many other places. Like I just love Brazil. I love everything about Brazil because it is a place where you get to like you enjoy the moment. You understand? If yeah, you just enjoy the moment and then you are good to go. You don't have to wake up and be thinking too much and stuff like that. I just
But
love
there's
Brazil, and I'm
I
just
like
happy
Brazil.
to
I
be in
love
Brazil.
Brazil. You know,
Yeah. Yes.
um, but but I like to travel, and I've been hearing a lot of stuff about the Philippines, a lot of stuff about Thailand. There's a lot of brothers out there making videos and showcasing what life and how the lifestyle, the exchange rate, what you can get. Like Benjamin said
It's
tonight on this call, I heard him say
very
like it's
serious.
about, yeah, it's
Yeah.
about that, um, being able to stretch your money, and I mean you definitely can do that here, but it's just interesting how there are lots of places where if you just get out and check it out, there's a lot of places where you can make a really good life for yourself. Where at least coming from the West, if you know you're really struggling to make ends meet in the West, all you're doing is just working to pay next month's bills. You know, there's other places out there in the world like Brazil
Yeah.
where you know, man, it's like
You
my
have
my
that
girls, my
life.
children,
Yeah.
they say,
You
yeah,
just
they
have
love
that
the fact
life.
that yeah,
Wow.
my children say they love how daddy can spend more time with them since we've been here and just do stuff. I'm just
You
more
see?
chill, more yeah. Whereas in the West, I'm always like you're always stressing
Busy, busy,
about
busy, busy, busy,
yeah,
busy. Person.
right? You're stressing about the next month, the next bill, and making things work, you know.
making yeah. So yeah, my
Yeah,
I
but
cut
it's
I've had to cut off some of my family, my own family that were
yes,
against me moving
the
here.
idea. Yeah,
The idea of coming to Brazil and it's like, oh, you're gonna move to a isn't Brazil a third world country? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
you know
I'm like, what are you talking
that's
about?
the stereotype. You know,
Right?
stereotype. You know,
Yeah.
yes,
I said,
you know these kind of people live. Uh, you know, some kind of life until the end of time. They will never enjoy themselves for even a minute. You
right,
know, yeah, that's those kind of people. You know, I had that a lot when I first got here. You know, families were like, "What are you doing in Brazil?" My family's in the United States and Europe and stuff like that. But later on, they were all surprised. Like it wasn't what they thought it was.
right.
You know, they were super. Like I surprised them by showing them a lot about Brazil and the kind of mindset they had about
Lifestyle.
it. Yes,
Yeah.
and it was just fantastic.
Did
It
you
was
buy a
just
car first when you got here, or did you buy a
nah
place
nah
first?
nah. When I got here, I was sleeping on the street. I looked for a work at the construction field, and I was working at the construction field as a laborer, and I was making 350 reals a month, and I was paying my rent 450 a month, and I used to walk from my work from home to my workplace, which was about 10 to 15 kilometers, and I didn't use the bus or the metro because I wanted to save my transportation. Like it was a lot. I started really from down, you know, like
And then
yes.
eventually,
So, yes, and eventually things started changing bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by
and
bit.
what did you get? What did you buy first? Like, did you buy your own place
Apartment.
first,
Yes,
or did you
yes.
buy a car first?
No, I bought studio apartment first. My car, I bought a car after 6 years or 7 years here.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't quickly buy a car here. Like after 6 to 7 years, that was when I bought a car. But the first thing I bought was my studio apartment.
Nice.
That was the first thing I bought, and then I had the chance to relax. I had the chance to to feel how it feels without paying rent. You know, yes, you know. So like it was a gradual process, but it came out very positive because I, you know, like it was a goal, and I
Yeah.
didn't pay attention to anybody, just focusing on what I wanted. So I didn't care about the amount of money I was making. I didn't care about, you know, like friends are going to big places where they can make a lot of money. I didn't care about all of this. I was simply focusing more on my goal,
Mm.
which was to be able to do more here in Brazil because I wanted to stay here, settle here, do everything here, and maybe go to holidays some other places. But all I wanted was here. So I focused so much on that one,
Nice.
and that's it. And that's
Do you
where,
remember how much your first studio apartment was?
yes, I remember it was in the center where the busiest place, and it was a very small, tiny studio apartment. Like I have the kitchen, the what do you call it, the bathroom, and I had to divide the bedroom with uh, hard cardboard.
Mm.
I had to divide it like that so that I can separate the bedroom from the small tiny hall and the kitchen. I remember very well. And yes, I wasn't
And how much
paying
did
so
that
much
cost?
because it was around the guy was looking for 90,000 reals, and
Okay.
it's lucky I was having 70,000 cash. So I told him, look, if you want cash, I can pay you this amount of money
Right
in
now.
cash right now. There's nothing like going to bank for credit or anything. If you want, we do the paperwork, everything, and then we sort out. But if you are ready, let me know. By then, I was renting that apartment. I was living in that apartment.
Nice.
Yes, so he was like, okay, give me some time. I'm going to think about it. So I gave him time. So in about 2 to 3 months, he came back and told me, okay, fine, you want the place. You've been living there
Oh
for like
wow.
about a year. So are you ready? Let's do this. So I paid
What?
him. Yes, we do the paperwork, and then I took my property. I gave him his money, and then boom, it was mine. And from there, I started targeting to buy a house.
Right.
So that was how the whole thing started. And yes, it's bit by bit, guys. Like because all I wanted was a place for me, whether it's small,
Yeah.
it's big,
That you can
it's
call your
just
own.
mine. Yes, it's mine. I'm not paying any rent for it. It's mine. So
Yeah.
that was the focus, and I did it. And here am I today. I have my own house, which I'm very happy and grateful about it. And
You guys have a
there is
couple
more to
cars now?
come. Yes, I have about three. I
Oh wow.
sold, yes, I sold two, and I'm left with one. And the one, two, I want to sell it and then buy another extra apartment, and then I'll buy a new car too again. But this time around, I want to buy a four-wheel drive, so I'm still thinking about which one to buy. So and so yeah, I want to own more properties because I want to retire at a very early stage. So I don't want to work too much. So I'm putting in more energy so that I can simply get a lot of things that
Yeah, but African
yeah.
guys like you, like me, I don't think we ever retire. We just don't want to have to work,
Yes, you
right? But
understand. So
we're always working, we're always hustling, but
hustling,
we just don't
yes.
want we just want to be Africans just want to be like just want to don't want to have a boss,
That's
don't want
it.
to have
I
to
don't want to
answer
have
to
a boss.
anybody.
Anybody,
Yeah,
yes.
but Africans in their blood are hard workers,
Yes, totally.
always, yeah. I know somebody like you from watching your videos over the years, like
Yes.
you, if even if you were able to retire tomorrow, you're gonna be announcing in your videos this new business, this new, this new, this new thing
Most
that you're
definitely.
doing. Show support. Come visit this
Most
website. Check out
definitely.
my products.
I'm even planning for a different thing, hopefully next year, to open a shop which I'll be
Online.
selling exclusive, yeah, online and physically.
Oh,
Yes, I'm planning
nice.
to open an extraordinary exclusive store where I'm going to sell only exclusive stuff, and I'm not going to chase people to come for it, but I'll just be advertising it. And yeah, I'm looking at something like that hopefully next year, but it's all in plan, so I'm just
Nice.
patiently working on it. Yes,
Nice.
but it's
That's what I'm
fantastic.
talking about. that's what I
Yes,
say. You're never gonna retire. Like we're just always gonna be looking, for the next thing.
for the next year,
You
hopefully
know,
it's going to be fine. Just not to be under any boss.
yeah, exactly,
It's very, very important. And yeah,
exactly. No, I hear you. I hear you. But you've
yes,
accomplished so much, man. From what I've seen, what I've learned, and you the guy that honestly, I mean, yeah, I, I, my daughter was born here, okay, in
yeah,
2011. Yeah,
11.
and I
Yeah,
wanted, I've loved this place, but from watching your videos over the last couple of years, that's what kept me hooked to Brazil, and eventually, that's why I always come at you hard whenever you try to talk some that stuff. I'm like, what the heck is he talking? I I always like check you. I'm like, no, 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 because I have a passion. I have a passion
yes,
for Brazil. I want to know the truth, and I want my supreme
man.
brother to come and be like telling me the truth. So if I felt like no, 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 I think he's just capping. He's bullshitting, right? I'm like, that's why I come hard. I might come a little hard at you, but but
Yes,
now look, I'm here with you.
yes. It's surprising, and I'm just happy.
You gotta
You
come to Maceió. You gotta come up here
Yes,
one time.
I'm planning a trip next year for like 3 or 4 Brazilian places, like the north. I'm planning to go to Ceará,
Mm,
Bahia, and then,
yeah,
if possible, I'll look for a different extra city to visit. So I'm planning it up.
nice.
So I'll most definitely do that too, and then bring you guys some vlogs, hopefully. But for now, I'm going to allow you to rest because it's getting to 11. I have to go and then
Yes, 11:30.
be with the
Almost.
small
Oh yeah,
ones. They
almost
are
11.
already sleeping too as well.
Okay,
So
okay.
thank you so much for the time, Mr. Prodigy of Maceió. And and enjoy your evening. Hopefully tomorrow we'll try and then do some other live video too as well. And
Okay, man.
guys, don't forget I love you guys so much. Enjoy your evening and then sleep tight.
Thanks, brother. You take care of yourself.
All right. Bye
All right. Bye bye.
bye.